Welcome to Dice Legends. Glad you could make it. My name is Vahid, the DM of the show. We are up to episode 39, which I have titled Dragon.
Oh, go on, Dragon.
Spoilers.
Before we get into it, though, let's run a scene setter to show you the stakes. So, play that scene setter.
Need it.
Damn it.
When the world was young, the 10 found they could channel the primordial forces of creation. Followers gathered around them and named them gods. Wary of how their influence was unbalancing the world, the 10 removed themselves from the material plane. But Chila, the Lord of Darkness, of Night and Treachery, begrudged this. He contrived a plan and ensnared 4 humble town guards who unwittingly opened a portal, allowing him to return. And now, with Tila able to rule the world unfettered, the 4 town guards are desperately seeking 7 mythical enchanted items that together make their wielder invincible, and thus stop the evil they brought into the world. This is the story of the heroes of Aratai.
Okay, so that was it. Before we get into our story of this week, which is the final episode of Act 3, let's meet our cast of players, starting with the wonderful...
Kia ora, everyone. My name is Raylene, and I play Ha-Kapella, who is a dwarf bard, and she is so scared right now.
And from Ha-Kapella to this fella, I play a level 8 sorcerer. Well, I'm still saying wizard. Yes, I'm a sorcerer named Lona, and I keep dying all the time. So I am.
And I revive him.
Exactly. So that's why I'm part of this team. Yeah. Chill out.
My name's Truby, and there's only one person who's truly died at this table, and that is Sully, level 8 human fighter.
Yes.
Sorry, didn't mean to rain on your parade there.
Indeed.
But I've died. It was something.
It was something. So, well, thanks for joining us on our show. If you're new to our channel, please hit the subscribe, hit the follow. We'd love for that to happen.
Yes, please.
We really enjoy all the support that you guys are able to give us through the thing, and including our
Patreons. Our Patreons, this week you will be getting a massive lore dump. A big dump truck of lore headed your way. And remember, if you are a Patreon, you also get a discount on our merchandise stuff. Yeah, we got merch, right?
Oh, that's me. Sorry. Yeah, look.
Go on, Vahid. What does it look like?
Okay, here's a shirt.
Hey.
Here's another shirt.
They look handsome.
And here's another shirt.
Players don't play.
This is actually Mon's shirt.
That's so cool.
That's Mon.
That's how we play.
So we've got a
Mine
select.
bought about 15 shirts.
So head to our shop, dicelegends.com/shop, and get hoodies and bottles and mugs and shirts.
Hoodies and goodies.
Hoodies and goodies.
Goodies.
And we'd also love to give a big thanks to our sponsors.
Oh yes, starting with 9 Realms Gaming. Oh my goodness. Have you seen the wonderful stuff that they make? They've got stuff like
Show me.
Yes. Oh yeah, you've got some warrior bolts to keep your dice in. You've got handy dandy dice towers. I've never used a dice tower before 9 Realms gave us some for Dice Legends, and now I can't see myself rolling any other way.
Lovely.
I suffer from long dice roll-itis, where I roll it for like 30 seconds just to make sure that I'm randomizing the number. You don't need to do that with the dice tower. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I love my 9 rounds. Do we have a discount?
Legends 10.
Legends 10. Good thing that's correct. Someone else talk.
Also, a shout out to DnD. Of course, they offer more than just a good time. They also offer you things like books. Books on D&D. Also...
Well, they got dice too. I just got some new dice for my new character next week. And they got so much. Oh, there's a little spoiler of what my new dice look like. Ooh.
And also paints as well. If you want to bring your figurines or your World of D&D to life, then hit them up for paints.
We've also got Magic the Gathering cards. You can buy singles, you can buy booster packs, you can buy decks. Oh my gosh, you spoiled little bunnies.
Yeah, that's right. And also board games galore as well. So look them up. And if you want a discount, we got it for you. All you need to do is punch in the code Dice Legends.
10% discount. And on top of that, they are throwing to one of our live viewers today, a $50 voucher. So hang on to the end, because I have got a competition for you to enter. All right.
Can anyone enter via it?
Anyone can enter unless you're a cast member on the show.
What if I want another set of dice?
Mustache.
Oh no, I am not Rayleigh. Please.
Colleen.
Excellent. So, with that having been said, we've covered all of our preliminaries. So I think if you could please roll the title.
Drop
Leap.
them.
Leave, get out.
Do leap back.
This is way too happy
Oh,
for the drama that we're about to encounter.
that's why we're happy, because we know.
Because
We know
we
this is the
know.
last string of happiness we're gonna have for the next 3 hours. Hey, no, I believe in us. We can make things happy.
We
again.
can.
Good.
Hey,
Make,
Yes, sir.
I want to have a
make
recap.
Yes.
I would love for someone to stand up to give us a recap of last week's episode.
Who could do it?
Of course, only the best of us should do it for the final episode of the year. Well, for our main campaign.
But she's not here. She's. Oh.
Monster be. Okay.
I mean, she's at rest. You're the best.
No.
Okay, you ready? You ready, Ronnie?
Okay, yeah,
Ronnie.
okay. Let's
Ronnie
do
Bonnie,
this.
let's go.
All right.
Ronnie the Bonnie.
Asilua Tolufa.
Last time you find our heroes, we had 5 out of the 7 arms of Soltavana. They all agreed they needed to travel across the sea and seek out the dragon that lives in the spire. Watch this. Oh, watch this. It's a storm. It's approaching. It's dark. It's ominous. We see also a wolf howling menacing into the darkness. Yes, where's Tnemrot? Cut to Tnemrot. She's in the temple of Medora. She's trying to usher out the worshippers and tell them to leave. She burns down the temple of Medora, then drops off the worshippers off home as well. What's this? Rolls a 20, comes across 6 wolves in a pack, and then she goes, and then she chases them away. The team rekindle. They find out where they are. Then they said, let's take shelter at Gallant's house. They get to Gallant's house. Who comes to the door? Rom. It's with Svella. Svella has got 1 arm and she's dead. They go down to the wolf. They find Udaheim. He's dead as well. They see a man, a wolf. They follow him to the castle. They get their lord and lady. Everyone's possessed. They turn into werewolves. And then Tnemrot goes into it, finds the curse, the big black cat. It's Tila's cat. She gets transported all over to the other side. She goes into darkness. We crush the internet. And then faded into darkness, and she mystifies with the Tila. Oh my gosh.
That was pretty sick.
Ronnie.
Did I get everything?
I think
Yes, it was fantastic, man. It was real good.
Yeah.
It was real good.
Can I please get a choir
Yes.
playing?
Oh
Right?
my gosh.
Ronnie, well done. You
Well
done it, bro.
done.
Thank you.
No need to vote on that
That was
one.
fantastic.
Just want to thank my mom, my dad,
Yes.
and just you there. Thank you, Twitch, for the stream. I never knew I had it in me, but believe in yourself, kids.
Now, how do you feel?
I feel elated. I feel so excited that we possibly might
All right,
die.
and that's all the time we've got now. Thanks for joining us.
Okay,
All right,
thank
see
you.
ya.
Ronnie, great job.
That was really good.
Real
That was
good.
beautiful.
Real good.
Oh, the drama was
Udaswein.
there.
Who's Udaswein?
What?
I will probably, when I put the YouTube version up, I probably will put subtitles because you were talking so fast.
Really?
You were amazing. You got everything in there. But I know
Well, like
sometimes
Lightning McQueen.
Americans have a hard time understanding non-American accents.
Why?
When
What's
I first came here from America, I spent the first couple weeks just smiling and nodding
Oh, yeah, me too.
because I couldn't understand how people were talking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Our accent's a bit strange.
It is a bit strange.
And New Zealanders talk
It's so
quicker than Americans.
Our vowels are quite centralized.
It's like all the way over here.
Yeah.
And then like, I like expired chocolate because it tastes better. I'm like, why do you want bitter chocolate? No, it tastes bitter.
Better.
Like bitter. And we're like, oh, better. I like bitter.
Okay, thanks guys. That was wonderful. I think we're ready to get into it.
Oh my gosh.
So where we are is we left our heroes in the Corda Castle Grand Hall. Werewolves had been killed, and they had transformed back into their human form.
They did.
Tnemrot had disappeared into a shadow. Yeah?
Yeah.
And so that's where we find you. 3, 2, 1.
I don't know how she went all the way to Arata, and Ha-Kapella is panicking. She's breathing fast. She's fiddling around with her ring that the other half should be with Tnemrot, and she can sense that Tnemrot is definitely not in the building anymore. No, in the city. So she's just trying to make sure that it's all correct. But yeah, no matter how many times she fiddles with it, it's just showing the same thing, that Tnemrot's in Arata. And Ha-Kapella looks at the other two. I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense. Lona's feeling a bit confused and just overwhelmed that he just died and came back to life. And he goes, I don't think my body can take this any much more. I need to sit down.
Okay. Well, it's obviously something kind of magic, right? She's been whisked away from us, probably by you-know-who. It's okay. We can get her back.
How?
She's with Tila, right? Probably.
Is there anything on these Tila's priest or priestess that could help us?
Oh yeah, there's a dead body there, right?
The priestess of Tila disappeared into the shadows with Tnemrot. In the Grand Hall with you are the now dead, recently appointed Lord and Lady of Corda, and the three of you, Sina, who the wizard, and Ram, the mercenary uncle of Sully. So it's just the 5 of you in this room.
Okay. Then we need to go after the man himself.
With just 5 of Sultavana's arms?
We can maybe we can pick up the last 2 arms and then strike at Tila.
What?
That means going up against a dragon. Sully.
I can't do it, Sully.
Yeah.
I can't do a dragon again.
Well, the alternative is that we can't just sit here and we can't leave Tnemrot to his clutches, you know? Think about the terrible things he's done to all of us. Most of all, Tnemrot. We can't let that stand.
We can't. We somehow need to find our way across the ocean then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have a lake to cross.
We need passage back to Aratai.
Sina speaks up, and Sina says, Ram and I'm not speaking for you, Ram, but Ram and I have a pledge with the dragon to deliver the items to her. And if we don't, my sister is going to be killed.
Then, okay.
Then we do take the items to her. But then we take it back.
Wrong with that.
Ram says, there is no way that the 5 of us, plus also it's also in the room with you, is Gallant as well. Gallant is
Our new friend.
a new friend. He's a warrior as well. But anyway, Rom says there's no possibility that the 5 of us could stand up to her. She's a dragon of hundreds and hundreds of years. Her power is beyond us. And then there's her son.
Her son?
The smaller dragon is her son.
Oh god, it's a family of dragons. I can't even handle one dragon. How am I supposed to handle 2 dragons?
He's young and impulsive. We cannot defeat her. Him,
I mean, dragons wouldn't carry their treasure with them, right?
No, it should
It's
be.
got to be kept somewhere.
In a horde.
Oh,
Is there a way we could lure them out from their spire, and then some of us could maybe try and infiltrate?
Okay, so we try and procure the last 2 arms of Sultavana through duplicitous means, which I can only approve of this time around, Lona. And
Thank you.
but that leaves us with the conundrum of the family members. Sina, do you have any idea where your sister might be being kept? Is she close to the dragon at all times, or?
Sina says, this dragon likes to collect servants. She likes to collect many things.
Oh, I see.
She collects servants as well as magical items of power. My sister, almost certainly is in her lair, her hoard as well.
Okay.
Plus any other people she has
Seen fit to capture.
seen fit to capture.
Magical items of power.
Sina also says to lure them away, the way that we communicate with them is similar magic to the magic I used to spy on you. The way that I was able to spy on you and we were able to follow you from Busek up to here, and
yeah.
is I am also able to do similar magic, cast a ritual. It takes some time, and I'm able to speak to her. But she's able to see me and our environs. If there's some way of us, and then she would come, of course, to collect the items and pay us. If there's some way of casting that so that she knows that we have the items and comes, but then...
Yeah, I see. So we just so happens that we do have the very things that she's looking for.
So she will come.
Yeah.
What if I make it a major image so that we can get a head start?
How?
Oh, that's not gonna work.
What we'll need to do is we'll need to be in a place far enough away for her to come to, yet close enough that we can then strike at the lair.
Like Corda.
She's fast, says Rom. She's very fast. If we contacted her now, she would be here and back before we got to her lair.
Especially if we strip. A ship has nothing on a dragon's flight, I think.
Yeah, and it's still stormy outside.
Rom says, we know she's in the forest to the east of Sully's home of Dolagan, right? What if we were to travel to the forest? You said something about major image. What were you saying?
I mean, I can make images and hallucinations, projections rather, of things that looks quite convincing. Maybe so that Sully doesn't have to be separated from the armor. Then maybe I can just put the armor there next to Sina, so that Cena can say, hey, we got the armor. She comes in while Sully's already gone and off. And then
We can also set up a nice little surprise to occupy and buy us some more time.
It'd have to be quite the surprise.
what's the surprise?
That's my way of saying a trap. How do you hold down a dragon?
It sounds like a bad joke.
Yeah, is this a joke or is it something you heard the answer to?
No, it was just played out better in my head.
Yeah.
I was imagining.
Okay, but remember, we don't want to fight her.
No,
So,
we just want
the
to.
illusion, you can cast an illusion. This is
Yes.
Rom talking. Okay, Cena contacts her, says, we have the items. You cast an illusion around Cena so that the dragon thinks that Cena is in a different place. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I don't know if I can make the whole place look different. I think I can just make do some items. Yeah, just a couple of items.
That's not a bad idea. How much of the environment can we
Maybe.
fabricate or...
If it's nighttime, says Rom, you don't need to do as much.
That's true.
Where's the furthest place she would believe that we were, and the place that we can best fabricate? Is it quarter?
This castle?
This castle.
I mean,
What would she do when she gets here, says Cena.
Get really angry,
Probably try and kill us now.
but we won't be here.
But others would be.
So
need
it's
to
got to be
go.
somewhere remote.
Like the deserts that we were just in. With
Yeah?
the tomb.
Yeah,
That looks somewhat castle-like.
Busek itself.
Busek.
that's a great idea.
I think that's a believable deception. That one of the items that we found, the last item in Busek.
Would be there.
So we've somehow got to create this a convincing enough illusion that we're in Busek.
All right.
And so the next question is, how close can we be to her lair and pull off that illusion? Because I think as soon as she comes out of the lair, we need to be in there.
So,
Yeah.
Just to go into mechanics. Major image, 20-foot cube.
Oh.
That's 6 meters by 6
We'll work
meters.
it out.
Just in terms of your spell.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Well, we don't know exactly where her lair is, says Rom, but we know it's in the forest.
we've been there before.
We don't know where her lair is. Is it not the spire?
It's not the spire.
What spire?
The
Oh, the
spire.
spire.
The spire. You know, that
Okay.
tall thing towards
All right.
the east.
You know where to go then, says Rom. That's good. Okay.
You know who else lives nearby? Your old girlfriend, Book.
Oh. Yeah, that's true, but I'm not sure if she'd tangle with this. You know, we had a good time together, but I'm not sure if she's that devoted to us. I'm not sure we can ask someone else to.
Face a dragon.
We might need some numbers. I'm just saying. And if this dragon has been menacing around that area, I mean, we could be helping each other out.
All right. Well,
First thing, we need a ship.
Yeah. We need a ship. We're gonna make her think that we're in Busek, and then we're gonna strike at the lair.
all right. So we contact her at night.
Yeah.
And that?
We need to make the journey first, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to find that boat once the storm passes.
Just suggesting, I think we should also take Udahan's body with us.
I thought Udahan's been burnt.
Tnemrot did a wee
A little ceremony.
premature cremation.
Yeah.
Okay. I got knocked around in the head. I was dead.
Okay, so then, you got a plan. traveling across by boat to get close to the spire and then take it from there. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to. Whatever provisions you think your characters would need, assume that you've got them in terms of food or rope or arrows or anything like that.
Enchantment books.
Enchantment book. Yes, you can now put that your enchantment out of 5,
Out of 5.
because I said you needed to get 5
Levels.
levels of enchantment. You can take an additional 2.
Woo! Sorry. Got too excited.
Yes, you have some enchantment books. Hey, we now have a traveling montage.
Sea shanties, let's go.
As you travel across the inner sea. Traveling across the inner sea from Korda. Yeah. Around through the Strait of Aratai and all the way down towards the spire. Okay?
Yes.
Right, all right. So, you are all, of course, fully rested, long healed,
Yes.
all that kind of thing. You got everything back.
Okay.
Gallant has not joined you.
Oh,
Gallant, upon leaving, sorry, we'll go back to one scene with Gallant before you go. As you're leaving, as you're stepping onto the boat, Gallant says to you, this friend of yours, Tnemrot, who disappeared.
friend of yours now too, buddy.
True, yes. I just wanted to share something that happened while she was with me.
I mean, you don't have to share that kind of personal information, mate. I mean,
I don't think
whatever.
that's what he's getting at.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. I'm not sure if you're aware that she burnt the Temple of Medora.
Oh yeah. We're aware it was gonna happen. We don't agree with it, but
A handful of nights before, I had a dream, a vision, in which Medora spoke to me and said that an emissary, it was in a dream, so things are a bit strange in dreams sometimes, but that an emissary with horns from Medora, was going to come. And through her, the city of Korda would be freed from the grasp of Tila, and to aid her in whatever way. So when I saw your friend Tnemrot, I was a bit surprised, but then followed along with what she wanted, and I was shocked and dismayed that go along with whatever she wants included burning the Temple of Medora. But I have seen that, indeed, as Medora said, that following her has helped free the city of Korda from the forces of Tila.
That strikes Sully, hearing that, so he kind of says to the others, he says, so Medora seems to understand or know that the path that Tnemrot's on is a necessary
Evil.
is it Medora?
Wow.
We know Tila has a habit of just popping into people's heads and making them believe things.
Oh gosh. I don't want to think like that.
I don't know what to believe in anymore.
Well, I trust Gallant, and Gallant seems to be a man of his word. So if you believe it was Medora, and you believe that Tnemrot was here for a purpose, then we can only hope that our friend was doing it according to purpose.
So nothing we say will convince you to come with us, buddy?
I actually spoke to your friend Tnemrot about Aratai. when we were walking around. So I think that is where I'm needed most. So I will travel and go to the Temple of Medora in Aratai. Perhaps if you go back to Aratai, we may meet you there.
All right.
We'll travel safe.
Thank you, Ed, and to you too. So with that scene done, your boat riding on the waves. I don't know how far north or south you want to land, but as you come down the coastline toward the spire, you see in the latter part of the day, just the tip of this large, cone or spire of stone in the distance. It's high enough that it's visible.
We had to pass by Aratai to get here, didn't we? As we're kind of passing by the great walled city of Aratai, Sully just kind of looks from the deck, and he just has a strong longing just to go back, and just to go back to the city, because he misses it. He can't believe how strongly he feels about just really badly just wanting to be there again, but they can't.
Lona sees this and he puts his hand on Sully's shoulder and says, "Don't worry. We'll be there soon."
Ha-Kapella is off to the side with Bok Bok in her arms, and they're just looking towards the northern peninsula that's where they used to live, and looks at the other two as well, like, we'll get it back, hopefully. Right, buddy? Burk? But yes, the spire.
Could they drop their friend off another time?
Who? You mean drop off Gallant? Yeah, that's fine. That can be. That's no problem. Yeah.
Drop them off.
Drop them off. There's one other scene before you depart to get off the boat that I want to do, and that is Rom. Comes to you while you're on the boat, Sully, and says, "Now, Sully, do you truly intend to try to face Tila?"
Sully kind of considers for a second, and then, yeah.
I think that's a death wish.
His or mine?
I see. Well, okay. I just don't think it's feasible.
Yeah. I might have said that too at one point, but I can't help but feel that we can do it. You know? There's I don't know. I just feel assured.
Well, those Lord and Lady of Corda almost decimated us.
Yeah.
Tila is a lot more powerful than them.
Yeah, but that wasn't everything that we can do, you know. When it comes to Tila, he's going to get everything we have. I, frankly, feel sorry for him.
His brow darkens a bit.
Let's not forget, Ron, you taught me everything I know. There's no swordsman better than you, and there's no swordsman better than you, then what does that make me? Second best, surely. Or best.
I don't know. You seem different, even from a couple of months ago.
Different.
Yes, you seem. You think getting these arms of Saltavana is going to help, do you?
I think it's imperative. Wrong. I don't think we have a choice.
What if the dragon doesn't give them to you? What if the ruse doesn't work? What happens then?
The dragon might not have a choice in the matter.
You'll just take them. And just curiously, once you have the 7 and you destroy Tila, then what happens?
Well, we go back to Aratai, and then I put my guard uniform back on, and make sure that nobody else ever tries to come for Aratai ever again. With Ha-Kapella, and Lona, and Tnemrot.
Okay. Did you notice how many times you said I before you said we?
Look, when it comes down to it, if they can't do it, if they're not strong enough, then I must be strong enough. That's why. So, I need to lie down.
Yep, good idea. You need all the rest you can get.
You too, Rom.
I will. Another part of the boat, Sina approaches Ha-Kapella and says, and just kind of beckons.
Ha-Kapella is confused for a moment, but follows with her guard up.
Okay. And goes over to where Lona is. What part of the boat are you on, Lona?
Lona wants to be sitting at the, I'll say the stern.
Okay.
Just in front and just playing with a bit of his stuff. And so, Sina approaches.
With Ha-Kapella next to her.
Oh.
Ha-Kapella follows timidly.
Can I help you, ladies?
Yeah. Can we help him? Looks at Ha-Kapella looks at Sina.
Sina says, this, and she's speaking, she comes really close, so she doesn't have to speak loud. Louder than over the waves and the sails buffeted by the wind. There's a lot of noise, but she doesn't want to shout clearly. And she says, I'm not sure about Sully.
Well, you don't trust him now?
No, I don't.
Ha-Kapella looks at Lona and just change expressions like, Sully is the most trustworthy man we know. He has saved us so many times and he's protected us. He's such a gentle, unless he needs to not be gentle, man.
Yeah, and I don't think you've known him long enough to have those kind of judgments on our friend.
I'm surprised you trust Lona more than Sully.
She kind of doesn't.
Are you sure? I mean, why is she still like spying on you to like see where you are?
Hey, if it comes down to my sister's life, or him collecting his trophies, my sister's life's more important.
Sina, were you listening to the part where we were talking about, getting the arms of Sultavana to defeat an
Yes.
evil?
Yes.
It's not about collecting trophies like your dragon woman.
Yes. I don't know. I just get a sense about. I don't know if we. Just watch him.
Or you can do that.
I already am.
This lady's so intrusive in our thoughts.
You're telling me.
Gosh. What next? She's gonna find you in the bathroom? Like, ugh.
She already did that.
You know that she's there?
I think she's always been there. Whether I liked it or not.
Ha-Kapella looks at Sina with like judgment and disgust, like, you need to learn how to give people some privacy, lady. But also, what's Sully doing right now? Is he doing something funny? Is he picking his nose?
Fine. Okay. I've said what I needed to say. That's all.
Can Lona find some quiet time with Lucina?
Yeah, sure. Ha-Kapella heads off.
Ha-Kapella goes to back to reading her enchantment books because she was rudely interrupted by Sina.
Lona's trying to think of how he's going to word what he's going to say next, but listen, Sina. I didn't want to say much there because I now understand your motivation. I now understand you and why. I thought it was me. Well, parts of it was because of me, but I also remember now why Azamat really cared for you. Do you remember what he said to you back in the academy?
What are you specifically talking about? I mean, he mentioned a lot of things.
I always thought that he treated you different, that you were his favorite. But now I know, journeying with my friends, that I tend to jump the gun a lot.
It's not always a bad quality.
Yeah, but it's not really useful. And I've come across and I've brushed along death enough to know that now I know when he said that Sina, you lead with your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And your heart is with your sister,
Yes.
your family.
Yes.
I get that. Because my heart went when my family left me. So I hear you.
I think we both lead with our hearts, don't we?
Now I do. Now
You don't lead with your head, and she gives you a bit of a nudge.
And Lona had a bit of a thought about what you just said, brushed it away. She didn't mean that. All I'm saying is I really hope it doesn't come down to neither of us losing another life. We've lost too much.
Yes, I agree. I just wanted you to know that just wanted to alert you that if Sully, if it has to come to between Sully or my sister, that I wanted you to know where my allegiance lay.
Well, just know that you could trust your life in Sully's hands.
Okay, that's good to know.
And your sister's.
That's good to know.
Hopefully it's just going to be between us and some dragons.
Hopefully us and one dragon.
Some dragons.
But, yeah.
Cool. Great. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. So, with those scenes complete, the boat, right? The spire's in the distance. The spire is set back from the shore a number of kilometers. It's visible from the shore, but you're going to have to walk there. It's not right on the shore. So, disembarking from the boat, the man and his family, who you commissioned to bring you here, take their final bit of payment, drop you and your possessions off, pull up anchor, and head off. Heading back to the north, saying best wishes, and they are gone. It is sunset. A light orange dusting in the sky. A heavy wind blowing from the east. It is warm. The spires in front of you as the night starts to get darker. Perception rolls, everyone.
18.
10.
16.
Right. Okay, so what's your plan?
Okay. So we've got just maybe an hour or so before we'll have darkness, and then Ha-Kapella, you can work on the illusion. With Cena, you can communicate with the dragon. So I just want to prime us on dragon tactics. We have to come up against them. Okay. Now we've got a few books at home on dragons, and I don't know how much you know about them, so I'm just going to go over the basics. First of all, we can't be grouped up. What is a dragon's number one weapon?
The flamethrower.
Yeah.
Fire breath?
Fire.
That's what it's called, right?
Yeah. Only it's not always fire.
Oh.
Yeah. It depends on the color of the dragon. And
There are more dragons?
yeah, red dragons I think are the fire, but green, I don't know. Maybe it breeds.
Vegetables?
Maybe.
Rom speaks up. I have encountered the older of the two dragons and saw her breathe, and her breath was caustic. And what it touched, it wasn't flame, it was like some kind of gaseous, and everything it touched just started dissolving.
Like acid?
Some kind of, I don't know, poisonous acid or something like that, I don't know.
Okay, well, don't worry, it's not fire, it's just poisonous gas. Okay, point
Whoopee.
being, we can't all occupy the same positions. We're going to have to completely surround this thing if it comes to battle against this thing. Number 2, don't get close. Okay?
Yeah.
Claws, teeth, it can pursue us, but it can only pursue one of us at a time if we're not grouped up. I will try and draw its attention. If it comes for either of you two, you've got to run.
Okay.
Do whatever you can to get away from it. And that goes for you too, Cena. And 3, just be prepared. This thing's scary, right? We can't lose our heads like we did last time, okay? You're gonna see it, and you've got to steel yourself. I know. I don't know how to do it. Maybe just think of who you're doing this for, or think of the happiest thing you can, or just think about how awesome you are. I don't know.
Sully just said we're awesome.
Yeah, you are.
We're awesome. We're awesome.
We are.
We're awesome.
18 stands for awesome team.
Oh,
That's what the A stand for?
I presume.
I thought A meant average.
Oh. You don't think
Average team. No, we're an awesome team. We're an amazing team.
amazing.
All right.
Acceptable. No, that
Accept-
also actually doesn't sound so great.
Above average.
All right.
That's double
We're the
A.
all right team.
Okay, let's workshop it.
Question Sully about dragons.
Shoot.
So that's scenario 2, if we ever have to confront it.
Yeah.
Do we have a plan on who would ascend the spire?
It might have to be all of us.
How do we even get up there?
Good question.
That, from what I remember, that spire was, was made by the dragon. And it's like so many centuries old. Years old. Centuries old.
How tall is the spire?
300 meters.
We can, with some rope, we can probably climb it.
That's a big climb.
And a steep punishment if we fail it. Do you have any? You know.
I do
What?
have
Magic?
dimension door.
Don't we got dimension doors?
However,
That's
I
500
think-
feet.
I've never been inside the spire, so we don't even know what we're going to be transporting into.
Aha. Do you have a good enough view from here?
It's really hard to tell. What do you think, buddy?
I mean, it's worth a try.
Do we need to be closer?
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How many people can we take with your magic?
One.
One each.
So someone stays on the back at the base. Says
Okay.
Rom.
We also need someone to look out when the dragon does leave the spire, in case they come back.
Okay.
Warn us.
So we're leaving Rom or Cena at the bottom. Sully starts to weigh that up. So both of them seem like such valuable fighters in their own right. We've got.
I mean, I can stay.
Or I can stay. I mean, if you want me to. Wait, I'm the only healer.
If you
And
go.
aren't you the two that can do the?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do need to go up. So you stay?
No. Cena stays, says Rom. Cena stays.
Okay.
I guess if she can have a ranged that can go all the way up there for her spells.
If there's anyone that can protect themselves down here, it's someone with magic. You've got to be evasive. You've got to protect yourself at all costs, and long enough for us to get your sister back.
Yes. Okay. So where are you now? You're still on the shoreline, still making plans. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, where are we gonna do the whole? We're in the desert. Is it on the shore?
Well, maybe among
Find
There's
some
some
sort of
sand
clearing.
here, so that's pretty similar. Maybe get some wood somewhere just to keep some figures in the dark, because we're gonna do this in the dark. So there's not a lot of light. Ha-Kapella's panicking.
Hey, it's okay. Yeah, I'm sure you can manage it. You've fooled literally every person we've ever come up against.
Alright, okay, yeah. I don't remember what Busek looks like. Which one's Busek?
One of the sand.
The sand.
Yeah.
Heaps of sand. Just
all right.
Heaps of sand.
So maybe Ha-Kapella tries to like stage it. All right, if we're here, how far away are we from the spire right now?
You're still a couple kilometers away.
Couple kilometers.
Okay.
So how quick will we?
We should maybe. I don't know how long we have, but can Sully make like a calculation, like a ballpark estimate of like if a dragon flies at?
Yeah.
A math
How
problem.
long is it going to take if the dragon thinks it's you're here? How long are they going to be? Less than a minute.
Less than a minute. We have to go much closer.
So we're gonna have to.
Really go close
We're gonna have to get real close, and once it's done,
immediately to.
take us up there.
Okay.
We have to be practically near the base.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go, says Rom.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
And so Rom starts heading off towards the spire. Cena follows as well. Stealth rolls, everyone.
I know I have a good
And Lona can do it at advantage because you've got your cloak when it's dark. You've got your cloak of moonlight, which gives you advantage on stealth rolls.
Nice. Well, I've got stealth +5 with an 18. That's 23.
Might get a natural 20.
one.
Okay. Advantage.
17.
Nice.
17.
Wow. You guys all do really well. So next thing we find you, all 5 of you are at the base. It's dark now. It is nighttime. You're at the base of the spire. Pure stone, fashioned in some unnatural way, goes up something like 300 meters. It will be right at the very limit of your spell's dimension door ability. It'll be right at the edge of your ability.
So we have to like really.
Sina starts casting the ritual under the shelter of some trees.
Yeah.
She starts casting the ritual and speaking. She says, Sully, you'll need to put the items in front of me.
I thought I was putting the items there with my major image.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's good. Do that.
All right.
You need to do.
Okay.
And she casts it.
Ha-Kapella takes off her balk backpack, puts it aside. She's already prepared like a little area because she's gonna leave him down here. And Ha-Kapella is really getting the right details of the arms of Saltavana right next to Sina, and with like little bits of sand around the bottom, and trying to make the sounds of it. I guess I can do the sounds as well. Yeah, to make it look as very, very real.
It is very convincing.
Yeah.
You are now a land of like 6 meters cube of basically Busek, perfectly rendered.
I think Sully's seen some of Ha-Kapella's illusions before, but he hasn't seen anything on this scale. And like this was his brother's province as well. Donnie was good at illusions, and he's seen a lot, but he's impressed.
And I think I'll put like a little bit more sand in here. and
Hey,
do you think
it's good.
Do you think she's gonna be fooled by it?
It's really good.
What if it doesn't work?
It's gonna work.
Okay.
Then there's a Sina. In
Hide,
the middle
guys,
of
hide,
it,
hide.
Says, Rom, come stand next to me. Rom goes and stands next to her. And she finishes the spell. You can't tell that she's finished the spell. She just does the final thing. And she says, Mixalar, O Great One. We are calling. Mixalar, O Great One. We message you with good tidings. Yes. Yes. We have them as you see in front of me. If there's some kind of response coming, you can't hear what the response is. But she's speaking into the night. As you see, the items have been recovered. Unfortunately, Urhain and Svela died in Korda. But we have come faithful to our word. We've got these items. We had to travel to Busek. I'm surprised too. No, in truth, they were not in Korda. It was all an illusion, a lie cast by Saltavana and by the enchanter, and it turns out he had hidden them back in Busek. That's why it's taken us longer. Yes, of course. Yes, I know that you my daughter's life if I'm lying. We will stay here as you order. She moves her hands, and she kind of, and then she just starts trembling.
Can I drop it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Sully's so uncertain about that. He feels kind of like unsure about whether the lie worked. But
What's the plan, guys? We have to move.
We gotta go now.
okay, so
Is there a way to know that she's left the cusp?
I guess we can
Spire?
look up.
You look up. A little bit of moonlight is now shining on the wispy clouds above. You wait. You don't see any movement above.
What's happening?
You don't see any movement. You hear off in the distance the echo of a off in the distance.
She's not up there. She was already somewhere else.
And off into the forest area, you see a shape crosses the moon, circling around. It's still early night, and there's still a little bit of indigo in the little bit of dark blue. It's not black yet. And the cry has come from someplace in the forest. What you doing, guys? Let's go, says Ron. Let's go.
Yeah, we've just. Okay, she's gonna go from there to there. Okay,
We gotta go to the spire.
take us up.
Okay. Rom holds onto Ha-Kapella's hand.
Okay.
All right, let's go, buddy. Okay. All right, and Ha-Kapella tries to cast Dimension Door.
It is
Oh, wow.
The lovely door.
Open sesame.
It is right on the very edge of your range. And you materialize at the top of the spire. It's a large circle of stone, 300 meters up. It gives you a view over the forest, over the sea, you can see towns in the distance, just glittering lights. To the north, you can see a lot from here. You are very high. The wind, it makes it feel very unsafe. The wind pushing you. None of you have been at a height this high.
Yeah.
Ha-Kapella drops to the ground to stay as low to the ground as well, so she doesn't get swept back by the wind.
Yeah. Hey, no getting blown away.
All right. What's around us?
Bare rock. There are some piles of bones. Looks like cow bones from horse and cattle. Bones have been deposited in a pile on one side. It looks like claws have scratched the top of it. It is a flat stone. That is all.
No windows.
Perception rolls or an investigation roll or something like that.
Let's use one of my sorcery points to
So you wanted Tides of Chaos. You use Tides of Chaos to be able to re-roll. Yep, go ahead.
3.
14. Yep.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry. There is nothing here at all. It is a blank place.
Sully looks at where did the dragon come from in the forest?
So looking to the west,
Yeah.
into the forest,
Yeah.
you see another form just catching the light of the moon,
Yeah.
circling around a lake within the forest. Just light glinting off a lake in the forest, probably about 5 kilometers away. And then above, you can all see, because you know 14 for Sully and Lona is good enough to see a second dragon looping up and up, higher and higher.
You're not here.
We're not here. We got it wrong. Oh my god. We're gonna kill Cena. Oh. And then Cena's gonna get her sister eaten. And we're gonna.
Rom takes you by the 2 shoulders. Ha-Kapella, you must be calm. Deep breaths, drink of water. We just have to move fast.
Yeah.
Get us down from here fast. We need to go now.
Okay.
It's going to still take her at least a day to get to Busek and back. We just need to be fast and calm.
Okay.
We've got to make a move.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Ha-Kapella holds onto Rom's shoulders again and just goes, all right, let's go, buddy. Open sesame, Seed. Let's go.
Stay
And-
down on the ground.
Yeah.
Back to Cena.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes both of my level 4 spell slots.
Yeah.
You land back on the ground, okay? Cena says, where's my daughter?
Sister.
Where's my sister? Why did I say daughter?
No,
She wasn't up there,
no one's up there. Nothing's up there.
but we know where They may be,
Yeah.
We gotta go now, Cena.
but we gotta move.
We don't have any horses.
Yeah.
Ha-Kapella picks up Bok Bok and she starts heading to the direction.
Go.
Let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
Rom says, is anyone trained in tracking, in field work?
Me! Survival.
You're at the Rom. I don't know whether it's because he's the oldest, but he kind of starts making some orders. He says, "Okay, Ha-Kapella, you're in the front.
Yes,
You
sir.
need to find her way."
Ha-Kapella's putting on the Bok Bok backpack and she's looking, she's trying to hear for sounds of water.
Okay.
The lake, I guess.
Sully is
And
also
for wet
survival
ground.
trained.
Oh, you got survival training as well. Cool.
Yeah, he's looking for, I don't know, just signs of a dragon using a place as their, like, stomping ground. He's looking for, like, collapsed trees or, like, claw marks or just, like,
Wonderful.
Went
stench
for
or...
the wet.
Lona's also a survivor.
I'm using my inspiration. Okay, thank you.
24.
22.
No!
Nice. As you're going through the forest, Cena takes your hand, Lona, holds your hand, and she's still kind of shaking a bit. And she says, "Are you taller?"
No.
It-
I am. I always
and
have been.
in fact, he is growing taller, even as she speaks. And you know how you were 6 foot? What were you, 6'2" or something like that?
Around that.
You're now 6'7".
Wow. Why does everyone look a lot getting smaller?
What?
Why am I looking straight at your kneecaps?
I don't know, what the heck?
What was that?
I don't know. Rom says we got more important things to deal with.
Yeah, now's the time. In fact, making yourself taller is not a great idea right
Well, it
now.
means I can move a lot faster,
What?
longer distance.
Yeah,
Ha-Kapella.
but duck down! Duck down!
Okay, do you wanna piggyback?
No, duck down! Don't need to hit me!
Sorry. Wow.
You two got Sully and Ha-Kapella did so well. You can both have your inspiration back.
Oh, look at you. I didn't use
You didn't use it, then you get an extra inspiration. The night is black. The trees above you destroy any vestige of moonlight. The forest is thick. You find deer trails through the forest. As you're heading deeper and deeper, guided so perfectly by your unerring sense of where that lake was, the sounds of the night in the forest slowly become quieter. A rolling mist. Covers the ground as you get closer. First is at just your ankle. And as you head into it, and Ha-Kapella hears the sound of running water that she was listening for, the mist grows higher till all 5 of you are engulfed in damp, cool mist. Up ahead, somewhere in the distance, another roar.
Please tell me that was your stomach.
Oh, I wish it was. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Keep close.
Or do we start spreading out now?
We don't know where we're going.
We're looking for a lair.
Ram asks, what kind of places do dragons use for their lairs? You've read more about this than other people.
Yes. A lake would make sense, but more like a cave.
We'll make a nest.
Dragons are covetous of their hoards, you know, so it can't just be lying about in the open.
So it does need to be some sort of cave, right?
Cave.
Or underground.
Nest, underground would make sense.
Or if there's a lake, could there be an island with a cave?
Possibly. I've never been out into this forest myself. But, yeah. Dragon.
It's then that you come across the thorns.
Okay.
Brambles, thorns, thick. Like taller even than Lona's new height.
Oh.
And there is no doubt about it. They form walls. And there's no doubt about it that as you pass the first of these walls coming along the side of the river, that there are walls with different curves, corners, edges of brambles. And you can see beyond a hill, quite a tall hill, and the sound of water is near you. There is no doubt that these brambles form a maze.
Oh, good grief. I
Okay.
didn't realize dragons were like this.
Sometimes dragons are so
Annoying.
annoying.
All right, so we gotta. Did we just find ourselves? Let's find ourselves in a maze.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Well.
A labyrinth
Cool.
of thorns.
Cool.
Yeah, right. It's the stuff out of books, right?
Cool.
I hate thorns.
Okay. Let's just. I heard. I don't know. It's the only thing I know about mazes that if you touch the left side of the wall, the left wall, and you just keep following it, eventually you'll reach the exit. That's the only thing I know. I'm not
Okay.
gonna touch it.
Sully kind of like levels his spear out and points it at the wall and kind of like makes contact with the wall like that instead of using Ha-Kapella's hand.
This is the only thing I know about mazes.
All right, we'll go on that.
Sina says yes, it's called the left-hand rule. Yes,
We need like a ball of yarn or something.
I can remember, said Sina.
Okay.
I think I can try and remember. It's something like underground caves and.
Dwarves are good
Dwarves,
at these
yeah.
kind of things. Sina says Azamat trained us in mental games.
Oh,
Gosh.
Lona, you didn't go through those, did you?
No,
Where was your training?
well, he gave it all to her. And now she's playing mental games with me. And Lona's like, yeah, that wasn't funny, but...
All right, move.
So
Let's go.
she needs to make an intelligence check.
God.
And she's just gonna do that straight unless someone's got any juice for her.
Hey, Cena. You're doing good.
Thanks.
Hey, Sina,
Yeah.
your hair, I hate to admit it, but it's really pretty. And do this, not for us, but for your beloved Lona, she says nervously, and there, bardic inspiration, she throws that at her.
Sina, you head into the, she says thank you, and she feels
Inspired?
inspired. And she goes in. You go into the thorns. The thorns are long and thick.
Like my kneecaps.
Huh? That could have gone so much further.
Nice.
Yeah, in my face right now.
That's not my kneecap.
Oh my god.
And we keep going.
Push on. Push on.
I've got a wand in my possession, plus 4 bottles in case, just putting out there.
Yes, you do have a wand. Okay, you head into the thing. Your next perception rolls, please, will be important. And you also need to then show me what the order is of your movement order.
Okay.
12.
19.
10.
Okay, so what's the order? What's the march order?
Sully says, I usually go at the front, Uncle, so.
Ha-Kapella go there.
Yeah.
Rom, there.
Big giant man. Yeah.
So she's the one that, Sina, who's trying to figure out the maze, is at the back.
Oh, I thought she was making a leady thingy.
Could Ron be behind me?
Yeah, go on.
Maybe you've seen a second then.
Yeah, second.
Right. Okay, thank you. So, you're going along the corridor. There's some rustle in some of the undergrowth.
Oh no.
And some vines just kind of swoosh out and try to entangle you. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw. Lona and Rom get it at advantage because of your great perception rolls.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
What's the save, sorry?
This save is 13.
I mean, what do we add? Dex?
Dex save.
12.
You fail.
19.
19. You succeed. So,
My dexterity plus 2. Yes. 12 plus 2. 14.
14. Okay, excellent. You succeed.
Yes.
So those that succeed only take half damage. You guys only take 6 hit points damage, and you are not entangled.
Yes.
Those that failed,
Me.
you and Sina take double that and are entangled. So you take 14. What did I say to you guys?
6.
6.
So 12.
6. So you take 12, and you are entangled as the vines wrap around you and start pulling you into the hedge.
Okay.
Initiative.
Ha-Kapella, ouch! And she gets out her battle axe and she just tries to chop at it.
Go for it.
But first attack. Not gonna pass at all. So she goes, and she misses. And the panic, but that one's much better. So she realigns herself and chops it down. And it is at 25.
Good, you hit.
Yes.
Roll damage.
All right, damage. Two-handed. D10. Let's go. 4. Yes. 8.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you. Lona.
Lona Zeps sees them in trouble and wants to split it, twin it, and put firebolt. Just
Cool, great.
into both of them. Firebolt. Wait, 6.
6 plus 8. You're plus 8.
Plus
with
8, yes,
With a
yes.
firebolt, you
Yep.
easily hit. No problem.
Boosh, nice.
That's the first one. Who's that? Is that
that is for
Sina's?
Sina. Go
Okay.
Sina. And then for Ha-Kapella, yes, 10 plus 8, 18.
No, only 10. Only. Oh yeah, you got 18.
18 for
Wow.
for the second one, and damage is 2d10. Damage for the first one is 8
Is that the one that's Ha-Kapella or Sina?
for Sina,
Okay. Yep.
and then damage for the come here, 7 plus 5, 12.
Okay. There's both still being dragged back. The flames do really good damage. Flames do double damage. The one around Ha-Kapella is gone.
Yes!
The one around Sina is severely weakened but still there. Sully.
Thanks,
Sully
Lona.
lunges at the vine that is holding Sina and gets an 11 with that attack.
Nope.
And then a 26.
Which
with
is
the-
easily enough.
Yes, great. So he stabs at the thing. Hiya! So that is 11.
Yep, and that's enough to free her.
And then he hacks it free. All right.
Now, you were in it for another whole round, so I'm sorry you take some more damage.
Ow.
You take another 7 points of damage, both of you.
Oh.
Which
Ow.
is worse for Sina than for you, I'm afraid, because she doesn't have nearly as many hit points as you. And with that, the vines around you kind of creep away and reform into solid walls.
You got any potions on you, Sina?
No, I don't.
Do you know how to heal words, Sina?
No, I don't have any healing powers. I'm not a...
Heal, Sina. She says, I don't need you dying right now. But it's just 4 hit points for you. Level 1.
All right.
Sally says, okay, eyes up, eyes sharp.
It's very sharp.
At this rate, we'll die before we even face the dragon.
Don't say that. Come on, guys. We can do this.
Ha-Kapella's trying to be inspiring not only to her teammates, but to herself as well, because she's losing it. Let's go. Let's go. Bok Bok, sing them a song. As Bok Bok starts to go.
And other than the crunching of the dried leaves of the vines, provide a carpet of crunchiness. Crunch, crunch. And the only other sounds are the water of the river off to your right, and bok 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 bok.
Bok bok a little bit pianissimo, okay? Pianissimo. A little bit quieter, softer.
Pianissimo.
Good boy. All right, now shh.
Sina is doing, seems like an okay job navigating through the maze. You don't feel like you've backed on to what you've done before, and then you come into a small opening. The opening's about 20 feet by 20 feet. And the vines still form a wall around it, and there's an exit exactly opposite it. And in the middle, all around it, there are these like vase-like, you know how like there are those carnivorous plants that have the lids on the top?
Oh, yes, a pitcher plant.
A pitcher plant.
I love them.
They look like that. Okay, a whole bunch of these plants, and in the moonlight you can dimly see the smallest amount of kind of purpley pink veins on them, and they have these like tendril roots below them going into the ground, and they just litter the entire opening.
Gross.
Is there a way around that?
Did you say the whole ground was covered in this?
Yeah, you can try to step over
No.
them and through them and stuff like that.
No.
Is there on the edge, is there space on the edges of that we can move around?
They go all the way through around.
Can Ha-Kapella make a survival roll to see like anything about these, you know, because it's a plant and, you know.
I'd make that as a nature roll.
Nature roll? Yeah, absolutely. I'll do.
If you're trained in nature, go for it.
No. 9.
Lona's gonna try and freeze some and see if we can
Using,
freeze a path through them so they do
Oh,
not,
I love that.
they don't try and come out because they're frozen.
Okay, using
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost.
Yes.
Sina says, good idea. And she joins you, and frosty crystals coalesce across them. Okay. Now what? You've got this icy path in front of you. Now what?
Yeah. As soon as the path is formed, and it looks like they're kind of frigid in place, then Sully will be like, okay, and he'll slowly start to walk forward along this path.
Okay.
Like spirit the ready, kind of just still looking at these things.
Okay, they're frozen, right? But that doesn't mean they've gone away. So are you just tromping through them, trying to step around them? What are you doing?
He's kind of just just trying to maneuver through these things.
Okay, that will be a dexterity roll.
Ooh, a dexterity roll. 14.
Okay, that's pretty good. You're doing pretty well. You set off and you get into the middle of them. Okay, what is everyone else doing?
Yeah, I'm following suit.
Following
yeah,
Sully.
I'm gonna tiptoe through it.
And I'll assume that you're just Ray of Frosting with Sina,
As we go along.
making sure that always in front of Sully. Okay, everyone make those dex rolls. It's not a dexterity save, it's just a dexterity roll.
Can I use an inspiration?
If you've got an inspiration left. Oh yeah, you do, because you used Tides of Chaos before.
Yes.
15.
18!
Oh, you guys do great.
Thank you.
Rom, unfortunately,
Oh, come on, Rom.
steps on one. It cracks. And, but because you'd frozen it, it doesn't do exactly what they normally would do. And it's a little small kind of puff of spores kind of spills out for where he stood on it, but it didn't go nearly as far as it normally would.
Oh, nice job, buddy.
And now Sina.
Okay.
Sully, you get across. Ha-Kapella, Sina gets across, Ha-Kapella gets across. Lona, you get across. And Rom falls. He trips. He falls and he crashes. I rolled a 1. I'm sorry. He falls on them. He just trips and makes a big clattering sound right at the edge. And they all, the ones that he falls on, and spores go into the air.
Gosh. Rom, you clumsy nuts.
Lona, you're close enough that you need to make a Constitution save too, but no one else does, as the spores are kicked up into the air and the breeze. Roll a Constitution save throw. Rom rolled a 3.
Oh.
12.
12.
Again, one more time, sir. What are your... You have saving throws.
You're a saving throw for a sorcerer
Yes.
is usually Constitution
Yeah.
and Charisma. I think, isn't that right?
That sounds about right.
Can I use my charisma then?
No, you need to use your
These are supposed to be shaded.
Okay.
And so that means that you add your proficiency to these saves. So
you get 3.
So you actually plus 3 whenever you do a Constitution.
Okay, so 3 plus 12, 15.
Boomba! Doesn't affect you.
Timon and Boomba.
I'm just going to write those numbers in for you.
Thank you.
But Rom, Rom kind of gets up unsteadily. So, what's going?
Rom.
And he's clearly very disorientated. Starts waving in front of his eyes.
Lona wants to offer him his staff just to try to hold on to. Take the staff. Just come this way.
Okay, he follows your voice,
Come this way.
grabs onto the end of the staff,
Yeah. Come here.
and you pull him through.
Yeah.
But you don't know what's going on, but his pupils are like dilated. They're like dishes. They're completely dilated, and he is.
What's wrong?
Do we know what's happened to him?
Yeah,
If only Tnemrot was here, Tnemrot would know what to do.
yeah. Sully looks at Rom and he's like, "Hey, Uncle, snap out of it. What's wrong?"
I don't have anything.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
It's me, Sully.
You don't look like Sully.
Yeah, I think you've ingested something, smelled something. You feel dizzy?
And he loses his dinner onto the floor in front of you.
Ew. Ew.
In those things.
Yeah, right. We should not stick around and find out.
You should just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
But, Ha-Kapella like gets her whip, and she like ties it around his hands so that we don't lose him.
Okay.
Like, all right, Lona, you hold on to it.
No,
I've already got Bok.
Oh, okay. Just follow me, Uncle Rom. I feel like it's like my little pet.
Now you know how I feel.
Hey, the hill, you're getting closer and closer to the hill. The pathway that you're following opens up. And there's the lake in front of you and the hill. It's craggy is the best way of describing it. It looks
Craggy.
so it's kind of rough on one side and then it has a smooth top.
Like a plateau?
No, more like imagine like you know that famous Japanese print of the waves?
Oh yeah.
Right? Okay, imagine that kind of wave, but then straight down.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so it's kind of an arched top of it and then down.
Okay.
All right, and then there's a lake in front of you. What you gonna do, guys?
Does that look like a place where a dragon would
Could be.
Could be.
be?
If it was some sort of entrance to an underground sort of setup, quite possibly. So we should be investigating this thing. There might be a way in.
Okay.
How do we get across the lake? Is there a way, like a bridge or
Sully and Ha-Kapella's survival rolls were so exceptional that I think that you would easily be able to find ways of wading across the edge of the lake to get to the hill.
Okay.
If that's what you're wanting to do.
Yeah. We want to get to the hill, but he also says to the team, he's like, okay guys, there's been enough sort of traps around here that I can't roll out more. So just really
There might be something in the water.
keep an eye out.
Oh no.
And he's like tracing, like he has a good long look around the lake, and then when as they start to approach the hill, he's gonna just make sure he's like, I don't want to step on anything.
Ha-Kapella, is there a pebble on the floor on the ground?
Of course there are.
Ha-Kapella picks up a pebble and like throws it in the middle of the lake to see if anything comes out from it.
How far are you throwing it?
Ooh, maybe a good like 5 meters?
Okay, not too far.
Not too far, but also a little bit away from
Blink. It goes blink, and you see the ripples in the moonlight casting shimmering moonlight ripples.
Right, well, a pebble is safe.
Great.
He's still looking at me. Vahid's looking at me.
I hate it when Vahid looks at me.
God. Yeah, all right. Hopefully nothing's happened so far.
Come on.
Okay, just stay right at the edge. We'll go slow and steady.
Towards the hill.
Okay. Rom, as you're pulling along, he kind of stumbles and does splashes in the water.
Can Lona try and just pick him up?
You're not strong enough to get him.
No, you
He's
were
got
not.
a lot of armor on, even being 6'7".
Oh, come on.
He's a big, strong guy, and he's got a lot of armor on.
Okay.
He's got weapons.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay,
This
come on,
is
Uncle
a
Rom.
far shot.
Okay.
Bella, she's getting annoyed with Rom being, she knows that Rom is just confused and just, not feeling. So she looks right at Rom and she tries to cast suggestion on him to see if it'll work.
Okay.
It's like, okay, Rom. And into his head, Ha-Kapella says, walk with extreme caution. All right?
Nice.
Follow us and walk with extreme caution. And no matter what state he's in, maybe he will follow it.
Okay. He says extreme caution, and he starts but he doesn't seem to have complete control over his limbs.
Okay.
So he's trying.
He's trying.
The guy's trying. Give the guy a break.
All right, there goes a...
Yeah, it does no appreciable difference other than you using a spell, which is always good.
For you.
Hey. Now that you've reached a new area, I'd like to get another perception roll to share a little bit more of the terrain if you get good enough rolls.
20, 30.
Ooh! 10. Nope. That's a 6. 7. Ha-Kapella's off her game.
5 plus 2, 7.
Okay.
I skipped dinner.
I think I can see.
Okay. Sully. Coming around the edge of the lake, you definitely see the craggy part of the hill. There is definitely a darker place where a large, darker area that the moon is not lighting up.
Haha.
Do you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just with, Sully's not is no stranger to illusions. Does it strike him as something like that? Like,
It's
because
not.
that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't
to him,
make
right?
sense.
Yeah.
But it's up. It's going to require some climbing to get to it.
Oh, okay. So how tall is this?
The hill itself is 30 meters tall. It's not massive,
Okay.
and it's near the top of it. So it's going to definitely require some climbing to get to it. Or conversely, going up the top of the hill and then belaying down to it.
Yeah, he's aware that the whole team has to get in. Like,
What do you see, Sully?
that is a false wall. Notice how the moonlight doesn't penetrate or doesn't illuminate that part of the wall. But actually the moonlight's traveling further through that particular part because it's a recess or something.
Rookie mistake.
Could that be
It's an entrance or something. If we go to the top, I think our best chance is to kind of swing in rather than all of us try and climb up. I mean, not all of us are extremely capable right now. And then he looks at his uncle and then he looks at Lona and he's like,
Well, I'm up here.
Oh, yeah, he's
My eyes
so
are up
cold.
here, buddy.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, right. Just a few more feet and then maybe you'd have this, but up we go.
All right.
All right.
Top of the hill, then
Okay.
going to try and drop down and
Next scene, you're at the top of the hill. If there was once grass here, heavy feet, claws have long obliterated any foliage on the top of this hill.
yeah.
Oh, we are in the right place.
And you hear from somewhere below. You definitely hear sound of something growling or grumbling.
I hope that's a bear. Please let it be a bear.
An owl bear, maybe.
Yeah.
Please, let's just. I think I can handle an owl bear.
And Rom says, I have 11 fingers.
Rom.
Snap out of it, man.
Rom.
Okay, look, but you roll, Rom. You're gonna have to sit down. We're gonna have a wee look at this cave entrance, okay? But just for the moment, you're gonna need to sit down. We don't need you doing anything. No comic routines, all right? Just take a seat.
Rom sits down.
Tnemrot would have known what to do with Rom. Tnemrot would have something.
It's okay.
What can
Not
Ha-Kapella
here.
do? Nothing.
We can do something about getting into that.
Yeah, speaking of, and then Sully lowers a rope and he says, look, I'm going to hold on to this thing because I don't think we can trust anyone else to. Ha-Kapella, I think you're the next best bet of climbing down this thing and then getting into that cave.
All right. She holds on to her Bok Bok backpack, and she tries to figure out if she wants to leave Bok Bok out here, or not. Out in the open? Good grief.
Leave him with Rom, but he might eat it.
I'm keeping Bok Bok with me. And Ha-Kapella holds onto the same rope. It's like, all right.
Sully relays just roughly how far down it is, so he's like, kind of just shuffle down because
Okay.
suddenly the wall's not going to be there. You don't want to smash your teeth.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay.
I know some stone. I know stones. All right. I can feel the groove, and Ha-Kapella just like starts abseiling. Is that what we're doing? Like, yeah, abseiling, like, but like very slowly, slow and steady wins the race.
And indeed, exactly as Sully had told you to expect, soon this kind of, it's a poor illusion compared to what you can do of this wall. Your feet step through it, and before you know it, you're swinging,
Whee!
but you can land inside it.
And yeah, Ha-Kapella anticipates it because of that help and with those advice. So yeah, she goes, whoop,
And you are in the dragon's lair.
and Bok Bok just goes,
And you can smell an acrid smell in the air.
acrid. What does acrid mean?
Acidic.
Bok Bok. Acidic.
It smells nasty.
Gross. I'm gonna use this as inspiration for my stinking cloud in the future. I'm gonna make it smell like this. All right, I'm in.
They set up like a rope pull system where it's
Yeah.
like two tugsmans like come down, and like three tugsmans get me out of here.
Donk, donk.
Look, you guys are clever enough, you're strong enough, you've got good enough athletic skills that we now see the four of you. Rom's still up the top,
Yeah.
unless you want him with you. Do you want him with you or not?
So what does he tell Rom? He gets Rom to hold on to the rope while they can get down, and
Just
then
keep holding tight.
otherwise, yeah, he tells Rom to wait here.
Okay.
Until it fades away. Eh?
And then the other four of you are in the dragon's lair.
Oh boy.
There's darkness going down, the tunnel goes in and then descends.
Being very, very cautious. Be very quiet.
Lona reaches into his pouch and he pulls out his illuminated mushrooms that he had. That he saved from he gives one, he took 3, but he gives the other 2 to the other lad. Well, hope this kind of helps, but...
And it actually does.
Nice.
Have an inspiration.
Nice job.
And it casts enough to see the walls and the ceiling and the floor, but it's not bright.
Can I see a little bit more than that?
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of my
you
dark
can see
vision?
further.
Cool.
Kind of like plants it on the end of his spear. Yeah.
Like a shish kebab.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Ha-Kapella puts it on like her horn on her helmet.
Lona gives his to Cena and just, here you go, I'll just follow.
How
Nice
romantic.
job. Now you're blind.
And in you go.
Yeah.
All right. Down into the cavern. You get the hallway, which is wide enough for a dragon of that female dragon size to be able to go in. So you're small in comparison. Goes straight forward and then down. And then opens up into a dimly illuminated cavern. You can see from the elevation of going downhill that you're going to be entering a bigger opening area before you get into it. I just want you to describe to me quickly, what's your plan? What are you doing? What's happening?
We go in to look for the Arms of Sultavana,
Yeah.
but also try and find the servants, the
Yeah.
captors. Yeah, get an idea. Try and avoid the dragon.
Yeah.
If possible.
Be quiet
Be very quiet.
and fan out. Okay.
Ha-Kapella holds on to Sully and says, like, you're a really big boy right now, but, with some, hopefully, you can just shh, all right? Just shh. And with that, Ha-Kapella gives Cat's Grace her enhanced ability, so that's...
Lona grabbed their hands. I thought we were having a team moment, but all right.
Get up.
My bad.
You are really bad at stealth. So, what's stealth again?
Cat's Grace.
Cat's Grace, yeah.
Cat's
Where's my Cat's Grace at? There you go, Cat's Grace.
Oh. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
All right, so are you guys stealthing it, are
The
you?
card says, congratulations, you now have advantage on dexterity checks.
Are you guys stealthing it, are you?
Yeah,
We have
carefully,
to.
like, looking around this thing.
Okay, Lona has advantage. Everyone else, make your rolls. Go. As you head down.
I have advantage.
You need advantage.
Oh,
18.
nice. But you got advantage. You could get it.
Oh, it's gone. It's lost. Where's my other D20? There we go. I've got another one.
Ah, thank goodness.
It was 15.
23 for me.
And 15.
Yeah, 18 plus 5. That's 23, yeah.
All of you do acceptably. You all do well. Cena does well. You get into this opening. It is a perfectly round opening. You are now underground, subterranean. But this doesn't have any of the kind of roughness of the passage you've just come through. It looks like a gallery, like a museum, like a mansion. The stone is perfectly polished. There are torches that are lit around this circular room. There are 8 columns around the room as well. There are 3 passages leaving the room. The largest of them, the same size that you've just come through, on the exact opposite side. And then, to your left and right, smaller ones. Your size doors. And they actually have very beautiful doors, wooden doors on them. The floor itself, mosaic.
Now, someone's been living the high life up in here.
And chained to some of those columns are 3 people. Sina goes and makes eye contact with a young woman.
Lona follows as her gazes
And it has some family resemblance to Sina.
and immediately knows who they are. Yeah.
There's a man, an older man, who is got a luxurious mustache and tightly cropped hair, wearing beautiful clothes with billowing sleeves, also chained. And Sully, your father.
What are you doing? And Sully's Sully goes like dizzy. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
And then you guys did pretty good with your perception, with your stealth rolls, but with you saying that, it catches their attention. And your dad sees you and says, "Get out. Get out." And then from behind you, boom, and crunch on the stonework of the passage you've just come in from.
Counter charm.
I smell something. And somewhere from behind you, well, you know where from behind you, the dragon's voice, "I've smelled this before." And with that, we'll take...
Okay.
damn.
Okay. Okay. This is not a drill. This is not a drill.
This is it.
This is a dragon. This is not a drill.
Which one is
This is
it?
a
Hey
dragon.
guys,
Which one is it?
thanks.
This is a durgan, like a durgan.
It's a real Durgan.
Like a durgan.
We're gonna take a 10-minute break,
Holy crap.
and then we'll be back.
Wait, do we have a...
The D&D challenge is going to be at the end.
Oh!
At the end. For anyone who's just joined us recently, BD&D is giving a $50 voucher to one of our viewers, and there's a challenge that even the players don't know that I'm going to give at the very end of the show.
Oh my
We'll see you guys in 10 minutes for Dragon Time.
Amidst the wreckage and recovery from war, a new secret war begins in the alleys, docks, gambling pits, and sewers of Aratai. A war of assassins, smugglers, crime lords for the underbelly of the city. Caught in this struggle, a bounty hunter and a thief for hire find themselves entrusted with the protection and life of a very special child. This is a story from the shadows of Aratai.
We're back. We hope you had a good break. Quincy, we missed that you did a raid. Minutes ago. Thanks so much, Quincy. If you're still here, much
Quincy.
love to you.
Quincy gang.
Hope the new location is working out for you. Great.
Is Dag still there? Dag was in the chat for
Dag
us.
was in chat. Hey,
Yeah.
we love you, Dag. Are
Dag,
you
we
still
miss
around?
you. Come.
We miss you. Yeah, come join us.
I remember.
I loved Jay Spates. Maybe the dragon just needs a big hug.
If only.
We'll find out.
Don't worry, your mom is proud of you.
I want to do that.
Roll charm, roll seduction.
Jay Spates has just done our side splitter for us.
Yes. What was it?
What's a vampire's favorite fruit?
What?
Nectarine.
Oh, a nice soft
I like that
nectarine.
nectarine. What? Is there a fruit that has bloody in it?
Blood orange.
Blood orange. That's it.
Blood orange. That's
Also
another.
acceptable.
Blood orange
There's
is.
a long list of answers to that joke.
Okay, so one of you guys, can you do a side splitter?
Oh,
Who's got a joke?
Look these things up.
all my jokes have been used.
You've used your joke?
I need to think of more. Wait, I need something dumb.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend was a radiologist.
Oh,
Yeah.
She broke up with me because she could see right through me.
Very nice.
Did I know it?
Yeah.
You like that one?
Nice,
That was
nice.
really good.
Well done.
That was really good. Okay. How's everyone else doing in chat? Let's just see. It's. Oh my goodness. Hydrozel is joined in. Why is it
yeah,
not
Hydrozel's-
fun to crush cans? It's so depressing.
Soda press. Yeah, I got you.
You focus on this.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting
We'll look
getting
at the
way
chat.
distracted. I set up the map for us, but I haven't set up the last couple of things. Got that. We've got what else do I need? I need thing, and we need your dad. Got it. Okay.
You're dead.
He needs your dad.
We need your dad.
He needs his dad.
You need my dad.
Yeah.
I need my dad.
Daddy, what are you doing here?
Dead beer.
Dad
Daddy.
ain't dead. Dad ain't dead.
I actually think I know why dad's there.
Daddy. Daddy cool.
What about
Daddy.
Daddy Cool?
Daddy cool. Daddy cool.
Now where has
You know the song that's in my head when it comes to series like this? It's like da 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 da. And the whole time rain, rain for God doesn't rain. Oh, one night, dance for the memory.
Okay, I got it now.
Tastes so good, only sweeter. That's it.
Ooh,
all right? I think we're ready to go now.
I think we're demonetized now.
I think
It's like a rock, some sort of rock anthem. That's
yeah. Oh yeah, I feel yeah. Yeah.
I think of the Skyrim
Yeah.
Dragonborn Skyrim music.
Fallout Boy.
All right. I think let's go for it, shall we?
Yes.
No!
Thanks everyone for hanging out with us while I was just doing the last bit of the thing. As we driving, so we can't chat. Looking forward to this fight. Exo Zion, we are looking forward to.
Halo Zion.
Okay. We have in front of us a scene. This is the passage you've just come in from. We can That's the passage you've just come in from.
That's where the
In
dragon
front of you are 8 columns, which hold up the ceiling. The ceiling, though, has a hole right above it.
Ooh.
A large hole which allows the moonlight to come in.
Okay.
like the moon pool.
Like similar to the moon pool, but but newer. We have a man with very nice clothes. We have Cena's sister, and also an elf, and we have
Daddy.
Daddy Boy,
Sully's dead.
Sully's dad, and Rom's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
And
close.
behind, we have echoing from behind you. Ha-Kapella, you're the first. What you doing?
Ha-Kapella just hums a little calming tune for us for counter charm.
You do counter charm.
Yeah, and then she moves as well.
Go.
1, 2,
Lona,
3, 4,
we
5,
disperse.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
10. You only move 10.
Oh, 10. Back here.
Is
Oh,
counter charm a bonus action, is it?
yes, it can be bonus action
Boom.
for
Yeah, Sully's like, get behind use the columns for cover. Get behind them.
Good idea.
Lona.
Lorna goes, move aside, Rom. 1, 2, 3, and before he says that, say, Cena,
shouldn't be there.
get to cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he's right behind here.
Okay. And you take cover.
I take cover.
Sully looks. Is the dragon in sight yet, or is it just that we
No,
heard
because
it?
if I remember, there was an elevation. You've come downhill.
Yeah.
So you can't see it. You can't see it. You can just hear it.
Sully sprints for his dad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
So that's 30, 7, 8. So his movement's 40. So yeah, he moves all the way here. He hurls his spear at the chains that are kind of binding his dad
Wow,
to
that's
the path.
bold.
Because he can hear the dragon coming behind him. He's hoping to get his dad free as soon as possible, so he just hurls his spear at the chain.
Okay, roll.
That is an 18.
Nice!
Kaboosh! Roll damage for that to see.
And he is going to, cool. That is 13 points of damage.
The chain is smashed, but your spear is now in the embedded in the stonework.
Yep.
A spear should not be able to embed in stone, but yours does.
Yeah. And then he's got Dad free, and so that's the most important thing right now. And he's like, Dad, just get safe, please. But that's as far as he can move and throw the spear.
Cena. Cena goes to her sister as well.
Okay.
Can you move her 10?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So she just runs over to her sister and embraces her and says, "We're gonna get you out of here." Okay, the man with the voluminous sleeves says, "Master, we have intruders! Master, we have intruders!"
Oh, you mother trucker. You
and
little
starts
narc.
pulling on his chains and starts sidling around the side. Actually, no, wants to be in plain sight.
And he's in chat. Oh my god, Stockholm syndrome.
Can we
And
silence him?
then, with wings out, the creature launches its wings and glides, boom, into the foyer area. Looks around and just goes, and a fearful presence washes out over everyone.
Counter charm.
Counter
It's already
charm.
still inactive. Active right now. So advantage.
Okay.
Everyone make a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Okay.
Let's go, baby.
Yes, love that for us. Love that
go.
journey for us.
Let's go, baby. Oh, thank goodness.
19.
17. Ha-Kapella holds tightly, and Bok Bok is there with her, and Bok Bok is standing ground in that cage. He's like, "Brrr."
We don't know if 17's a pass though.
18.
Oh, that's true. It's 17 to pass, please.
We don't even know that.
It's a pass.
Really this time.
No pee! peeing her pants. Let's
That
go.
was awesome.
No,
Good job.
pants.
The man with the voluminous sleeves goes, "Master, please no," and falls on his knees, just cowering, trying to break against his chains. And Cena's sister just breaks down in tears. "Oh, no!" and just pulls on her chains as far as she can get away as well. "Your father stands strong,"
Yeah, let's go.
and says, "Thank you, Sully." He takes a knife out from the side of his belt and runs behind a column nearby. And that's all. That's all that happens that round. Round 1. You have survived round 1. Ha-Kapella.
Ha-Kapella.
Wait.
Ooh.
Initiative round number 2. A dragon's lair itself is so imbued with primal magical energy that the lair itself is attuned to the will of its master.
Get out of here.
What? You didn't ask this. Are we having more fighting tables?
The ceiling,
No.
from the ground, from the ceiling above, vines just start piling down and create a wall in the midst of you, blocking off Sully. Sully, a wall of vines
Oh, that's brilliant.
right in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blocking off the terrain. Ha-Kapella, you're up.
Ha-Kapella runs, backtracks, hides behind the column, and she is gonna try and do this, she's gonna get out Urahan's longbow
Yes.
and just for 2 attacks, and hoping that she just and hide, doing that.
Yeah, you can definitely have it.
All right.
Some cover.
First attack.
Let's do it.
Oh, really bad. It just went over here, and I'm like, shit. Oh, sorry.
That's the sound of the arrow, right?
Shit.
That's a really fast arrow.
She realized, come on, we got this buck. And it just goes.
What did you roll?
7.
7. You missed, but the 7 is enough to connect with its scales, and it just bounces off.
And just and she goes back, and she's just like, okay, heal, Ha-Kapella, heal, breathe, heal. 4 + 3, 7. All right, let's go.
Nice.
Lona.
Lona sees that Sully needs to get to his spear. He firebolts through the vine from here. And so here we go. Let me get you. 11 + 8, 19.
Easily hit.
Yeah.
Sweet, yes. And just give it. Yeah, I got ya.
Roll that damage.
No, the damage here is a bit 2d10s, right? Yes, right. My boaty, 7 + 2, 9.
And it does double damage against foliage.
Yeah, let's go.
Which pit do you want to be gone?
I was like, whoosh.
A Sully-sized plus hole appears in it. Excellent work. Excellent.
Teamwork, man.
By the way,
Yeah?
really quickly, you know how you grew taller?
Yes?
That was because of your Tides of Chaos.
Oh!
So you have your
Yeah.
Tides of Chaos back again.
Okay.
So you if you ever want to do that. Sully, back to you.
Sully, was making his way towards the column, and then suddenly this big wall of vines, and he's like, the spear's there, and just over his shoulder comes like a big bolt of fire, and he turns around, and he's like, Grit! Okay, and then he runs through here, 1, 2, and Grit dislodges the spear out of the wall, and then he spins around, and he, with the spear back in his hand, like a kind of energy kind of surges back through Sully, and then he goes, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Why are you so brave?
He there's like a fire in him, and then he's looking down at the dragon, and so in his head he's just thinking, if anyone's going to take the attention of the dragon, it's me. All right. And he readies himself. While he has that there, he pulls out a javelin from behind his back and he hits that into this thing. Okay, great. So it is, the first one's a 12.
No.
And then
Bounces harmlessly off his armor.
And then he tries to line up again, and he notices that its scales are pretty weak, so he goes for like under its neck with this next one. And he gets a 24.
Believe it or not, it impales into the dragon. Just above the shoulder.
Okay, great. So here comes some damage. It is 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay. All right. The Sina. Sina. She's distracted by her sister. So she says to her sister, calm down, come on, it's no good if you're panicking. But she knows that she has to do something. So she comes using the thorn wall as cover, turns around and does a ray of frost.
Yeah, that's Sina.
I'm sorry, she only got an 11.
Ooh, no,
So she doesn't,
Sina.
and then she just ducks back behind it. The Dargan, seeing you, Sully, says, "What is?" And seeing Sina says, "What is this deception? You've come for the items." Launches itself, throws itself towards you, Sully. Teeth, claws, kwoosh, kwoosh.
Hey, what are you doing so that? Where are you out there?
Here comes the bite, the teeth. Natural 20.
Get out of here! Damn.
Yep, that's a hit.
Claw number 1, 11.
He catches that on his shield.
Claw number 2, 9.
And then he ducks below that, and as he takes the teeth on his shoulder, as a claw kind of soars above his head, he drags his spear up and through, like along the claw, just trying to slash him open with a riposte.
Okay, go for it.
Trading blows. Here we go. 21.
That hits.
Yes, good.
Yeah,
Good. And it's a riposte, so he's adding on a superiority die.
Get him, Sully.
All right, here we go. So that is 19 from me.
19!
Yes. Let's
His
go.
bite does a bit more, but not a lot more, 24.
As this dragon bite comes in for me, in for Sully, he looks at Square, and then the girdle around his waist lights up, and a wall of force just absorbs the entire impact. 24 points of damage are just sucked into the girdle. That gives me 32 temporary hit points.
What the heck?
Yes, go.
And so as it tries to bite into him, he just keeps eye contact with it. It doesn't even touch him.
Yes.
His eyes travel to the items that you're carrying, and his snake-like neck looks around at you. Okay, the lair itself.
Oh.
In a 20-foot radius, I'm going to randomly determine where, using a 12-sided dice, where this happens. 12 o'clock is where the Durgan has come in, and
6
and around. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
11.
Ooh.
11
Yeah.
over there, and this is a 20-foot radius. So it just barely doesn't catch any of you. But through that, some more vines just spring out of the ground, and they seem to have sentience. They kind of whipping around. So all through this area, there are a whole bunch of vines now, which obstruct movement. Okay?
Yep.
Ha-Kapella, you've now survived 2 rounds of the dragon.
Ha-Kapella. All right. Ha-Kapella goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to this pillar here, this column,
Nice.
so that she is behind the dragon.
Yes.
And she's got her back against it. Okay. And then she comes out, longbow again.
Yeah,
First one.
Come on.
Oh, okay. 18, 19, 20, 24.
You hit it!
Let's go.
Straight in it.
Wait, right?
D8.
D8. My bad.
D8 plus Dex.
Plus Dex. Oh, just 3. But then she goes for a second one. 18?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. 5.
5 points of damage.
5 plus. What did I say before?
3.
3.
8.
8.
And is that with all your Dex?
Yeah,
Dex
with all
as
my
well.
with my dex. Oh wait, I
With
should
the
add my.
dex.
Oh no.
Just a second.
This is my dex. And she goes back here.
Hides.
And hides. Yes. Oh. And no. Yeah. No.
3.
Yeah. Okay,
2.
and in the distance for her person. No, actually, never mind that.
Lona.
Just trying to be
Lona
fancy.
moves 1, 2, 3, 4,
Nice,
5, 6 behind here, and Lona wants to peer over and time just exactly when the dragon goes to breathe and ray of frost straight into his mouth. This is what he wants to do. And 17 plus 8.
Okay. 25.
25.
You definitely. So you're waiting for when it opens its mouth, right?
Yes, whenever. I just
So
wanna-
just wait until that moment happens,
Yeah.
and then you can roll damage.
All right.
Sully.
Yeah, Sully is trying to goad its breath attack. So, because he figured as soon as it's gone, it's like a big, powerful thing out of its arsenal. So he takes a step forward and then stabs in underneath this thing's neck. Natural 20. Yes!
Get him,
So Sully uses here. Yeah. All right. Sully is using a goading attack. So that means that all gets doubled. So
It's going to be a lot of damage, is it?
I rolled a 6, a 6, a 7, and a 5.
Let's go.
So that is 17. That's 24. That is plus 8. That is 32 points of damage.
Oy vey.
And then just with this almost outside of himself confidence, he says, "You better take me down right now." And he uses goading attack on it. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, it
has to attack you, or if it wants to attack anyone else, it has to be able to make a wisdom saving throw to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I understand goading attack well because
yes.
I've played a fighter that uses it too.
all right. Yes.
Great.
So yes,
Well,
it gets a DC of 15.
Wow, that's a massive DC too. Okay, well, Cena steps out and goes and shoots another.
My turn's not done yet.
Oh, what?
Another attack.
Oh yeah, you get 2 attacks.
Stab. 11.
No, nothing.
Wide.
Your turn was over.
Yes.
Cena comes around the corner and goes magic missile.
Yes.
And sees a whole bunch of I've lost a whole bunch of D4s. Can I borrow yours?
Where's my D4?
D4s.
Oh, D4.
D4.
Lamau.
The triangles.
One.
That's
There.
right.
I need a couple more. Just hand me a whole bunch and I'll roll help.
I gave him a D6 and I was like, yeah, it's got 4 sides.
That's cool.
Okay.
God, I don't know math.
5, 9, 12, 14. Okay, thank you. Now you can. I'll just put them here. I don't know whose is whose.
Yeah.
One of them's. Okay, and it does 15 points of damage.
Nice.
Love that.
Well, you guys have actually done a lot of damage. She hides back behind the wall.
Oh, Dad's here.
Sully's father
Yes.
runs.
Let's go, Daddy.
Come on, Dad.
1, 2,
Daddy
3,
Sully.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Goes over to this door. Okay.
There's a door there.
The man who was
In fear?
in fear says, "Master, they're going for the vault! He's going for the vault!" And Cena's sister, still in complete panic, she runs for the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She just runs and runs and runs. The dragon, which I'm being kind, having it go very last, moves around here. Kaboom! Opens up his mouth. Rays of frost. Roll damage.
What's your damage is 2d10? No.
I don't know what it is for Ray Frost. I can have a
Ray Frost is a 1d8, but you get to roll 2d8 because of your level.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Nice, buddy.
Okay, 2d8s. Can I borrow another?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there you
it's
go.
one for you there. And I use half.
Thank you. Okay, please. Can I use the sorcery point to re-roll them again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. 4 plus 4, 8.
Okay.
And its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of its next turn. Or no, until the start of Ronnie's next turn. Lona's next turn.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Well, so a green vapor rushes out.
Does he have to make a wisdom saving throw first because of the goading attack?
No.
No, I don't think.
No, it's if he tries to attack anyone else.
Ah, okay.
Sully's saying, attack me, attack me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Sully.
And so it does.
Why? Why are you so brave and stupid and brave?
So wonderful.
No.
Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Truly, that is all you.
Sorry, constitution saving throw, constitution saving throw. You're good at those.
Get it.
Inspiration you got. Oh, that smile. What's that smile?
Tell me it was a 20. That was a 20.
Oh,
30,
make him count.
42 hit points.
20.
You only take half damage. You take 21.
The shimmering effect of the buffering effect of the girdle kind of like shimmers for a second, then depletes, and then suddenly goes. But he manages to hold his ground against it. Okay, 19.
And I just need to see whether or not Sina is far enough away.
All right. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
She's
She,
within 20 feet, 5 feet.
so it is a 30-foot cone.
Whoosh.
So she is the poisonous fume in a cone billows out around Sully, around the vines, engulfing Sina.
Oh no, she is not good.
And Slushy, you hear her scream in pure agony.
No.
She had already been hurt earlier in the episode. She falls to the ground. She falls to the ground.
Lona hears her voice and just yells out. Just. I really want to, but yeah, he's in pain because he hears exactly what has happened.
The vines disappear this round. And this round, instead, a fog. Fog centers around you, Sully. A fog comes up from the ground. It billows out, covering just the area just in front of you. Make a wisdom saving throw.
I use inspiration. Oh, no. 20.
Oh,
Amazing, bro. Amazing.
For a
The
moment,
other one was 1.
just while you had the inspiration, for a moment, you felt your alliance shift to the dragon. As this fume entered your heaving, as this kind of cloud enters you, felt your alliance changing to the dragon, but no.
As that thought kind of starts to penetrate him, he goes to like a mental fortress in his head where Tnemrot is, and Nemrot's taking him through breathing exercises, and it's just teaching him to like find his center and keep his mind his own. And just as it looks like he's about to turn, he just lets out a and he resists the dragon's effect.
Very good. You have survived 3 rounds with the dragon. Ha-Kapella's turn.
Ha-Kapella steps out again. Woof. Longbow. Thunk. He's just going for the long range attacks.
Makes
Breaking
sense.
down.
Just
First one. Oh, they're both 5s. So she misses both of them because they're 11s. But every time she moves out, she sees Cena in the corner of her eye. And so when she comes out for the second one, she goes, "Heal, Cena! Heal! Please! Please, don't be dead yet. Oh, 2 + 3, 5.
well, you've just saved her life.
And she puts aside her dislike for her for a second. Just she's thinking about Lona.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't see Lona heartbroken right like this. And that is her bonus action. And she's not good. She's not gonna move. She's gonna hide. Really hiding there.
Okay. Lona.
Lona wants to use one of her sorcery points to then split a magic missile, one directly for this guy, and I'm going to aim it straight for this narc right here. I was like, man, you're in trouble.
All right.
That's probably Orion's
Missile never
anyway.
misses. So roll damage.
D4.
D4s, that's right.
Let's go.
Is it three?
Shoot the knife.
3 D4s. 3.
Ooh, and an
Oh,
eraser.
nice. 2 4s and a 3.
Wow.
That's 11. 12, 13, 14.
For who? Was that the dragon or the narc?
Let's go, dragon.
The dragon or the knife.
And then here comes the narc. The narc gets 3, 4, 2. That's 9, 10, 11, 12 for the narc.
And goes poof, 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 and then is gone, thrown against.
Oh my god!
You talk
Just
too
killed
much,
a
mate.
civilian!
And then Lona just wants to go 1, 2, 3 over to the dead because he sees what's happening and he wants to help open that door.
Okay, good. Sully.
Yep, great. He, Sully just steps forward with another lunge and tries to strike him with the spear. That is 19.
You hit.
And 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then as he stabs for the neck, he then readjusts his spear and then stabs down at his foot joint to try and cause more pain. That is 25.
You hit again.
And 10 points of damage.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. You have beyond enraged. This thing is okay. Well, its turn. It can see. It knows that your father and Lona are going for the door, but you are too big of a threat. So, what it does?
Sorry, there's something I forgot to declare. If you don't mind,
I don't mind.
second wind.
Second one. Yes, go.
Let's go, second win.
Yep, cool. I get 13 hit points back. Yep.
Better than nothing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it does a barrage of biting and clawing at you.
Try.
Bite.
Oh, hey.
It's not gonna work.
The bite is a 20.
Miss. It kind of clamps down on the armor of Soltivana, and the armor of Soltivana glows back.
Nice.
Claw number 1, 27.
Hit.
Claw number 2, 17.
That's a miss.
Okay, the claws. Oh, 25. 16. No. Sorry. 23.
Ouch. Yep.
It then beats its wings and
Oh my god, sorry, there is a spider.
Let me get rid of it.
Is it a dragon spider?
It's right there.
Okay.
Please excuse me for a moment.
It's huge.
Where?
Oh, it's,
That's okay, I'm good with it.
Oh my gosh, what's happening?
I'm so sorry.
We're being attacked
It
on
was
all
by
fronts.
the thing here, but now it's, I
The
guess it's
lair
gone.
of the dragon has
It's
unleashed
gone now, I
spiders.
guess. Oh my god.
It's using everything it's got against
Sorry,
us.
guys.
I was like, where the heck are you looking?
It's huge. It was the size of my D6. I swear
D6
to God.
spider.
Dragon is attacking you in the studio. Okay.
It was right.
The dragon takes to
saw
the
it.
air, which means you can take an opportunity attack as it heads, as it goes up in the air.
You freaked me out.
No, I'm,
Oh my God, is it on you?
I'm freaking out.
Sully, as the dragon tries to fly,
my
Sully
legs.
gets another stab at it with an 18.
Just barely hits.
And here comes 13 points of damage.
Thank you.
Nice.
Crossing my legs over here.
Okay.
Oh my god. What happened? What did I miss?
The room. The room. Okay. Spikes.
Not
Can you
spiders?
pick those things up?
Yes.
They go. They.
Where do they fall?
More
Where
things
do they
go around the
fall?
room.
Oh, Cena.
Cena's
Oh
up.
yeah, Cena stands up.
And
Thank you.
she-
Cena stands up, and fireballs it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep. Sully gets it.
She is just yells, "My sister!" And this flame.
Okay, so Sully gets 13. Sully is going to use his inspiration to roll again. 13 is it?
How many dice does this fireball do?
8d6.
86, right?
D6.
So what was your save?
The
Reroll?
13.
13. That's not good enough, buddy.
Yeah.
10, 28.
Oh.
You still up?
Yeah. Oh.
The dragon is airborne and it is very, very badly hurt. The spikes, more vines come on the ground all around Cena. This area, and she is, again, dragged in the spikes and falls again. Cena's sister runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Runs and runs and runs.
Bye.
Next round. Round
Nice.
5 against the dragon.
Just healed her.
What you doing, Ha-Kapella?
Ha-Kapella.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sully's father opens the door and goes into a room. You can see treasure. You can see it's like a gallery and as the door opens, lanterns light up along this corridor. It's a trophy room. And he enters into it. So that's what happens. Ha-Kapella.
Ha-Kapella goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behind this column now.
Yes.
Still trying to be behind its wings and not too much in its range, in its side peripheral vision. And she just casts this dissonant whisper at level 1, so that's 3d6. So she just whispers and is like, "Leave my Sully alone, leave my Sully alone," and it's like going into a chord. Leave my Sully alone.
And they have to make a charisma save? Or
Wisdom save.
I did a very good roll. I'm sorry, I got a 19.
Oh, and it's not working, and she
Does
just.
it do no damage at all then?
Oh, it goes half
Half.
damage. Actually, yeah, you're right. 3d6. Ooh, is it 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Half of 13? 7. Well, there you go. And she goes back, and and as a bonus action, she looks at Lona, and she's like, thumbs up,
Lona.
but doesn't see Cena.
Lona is okay. Lona wants to throw. No, he can't. Just a firebolt. It's gonna firebolt into as he follows the dead into
Okay. Yeah,
the treasure room.
do it.
Sweet. 14 plus 8.
You hit it.
Nice.
22. Sweet. And
It's looking weak now.
Yes.
Its wings are unsteady
Okay,
as
okay.
it flaps its wings.
3 plus 3, 6. Eesh. Yeah, is that right? Sweet. And then walks in with Sully's dead, knowing that he wants to find the other arms of Sultavana, and hopefully that would help.
And you see in front of you,
Yes.
on a little pedestal,
Yes.
a helmet. And on a beautiful mahogany plaque behind, the 2 bracers sitting right behind it.
They're right there, baby.
Right there.
He goes directly for it.
Yep, you can get up to them. You can't grab them this turn, but because you firebolt and then you see them and you can get right up to them.
Yes. Sweet.
Okay, you're there. Sully,
How far is this thing above me?
it has flown up 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay. Sully's just trying to remember something. What is the distance on pink?
Oh.
Okay. Sully can't reach this thing, so he kind of just he wants to try and like jump up into the air and then bring his spear and the shield together and just go bang, the dragon. Yeah.
Because of your sandals, you can jump so much higher. So slow motion.
Oh my god, he's a superhero!
Like you almost see eye to eye, hey buddy.
Roll the damage.
Let's
Did we ever tell you how much damage you do?
Was it? I think it was 3d8.
It was 3d8.
Okay, good. Can I please have another d8 from someone?
There you go. Oh, never mind.
Thank you.
You got this.
Great. That is 8 points of damage.
Wow.
And you see it kind of, its head lulls. You land back on the ground,
Yeah. Doosh.
and it kind of comes down from the ground, kaboosh, and falls on the ground in front of you.
How is this thing? How does it look?
Oh, it's taken a fireball, multiple wounds. It's pretty beaten up. But you can make an insight roll if you really want to see if you can.
No. Sully, imbued with the breastplate, the sword, the spear, and the shield compel him forward. Sully action surges and runs forward and attacks again. Oops. So here comes that's a 14.
No.
On that first one, and here comes a I use. No, I can't. And then 10 on the second one.
You missed both times. You just don't. The scales on its back are harder than the other ones. You just don't break it through. Cena does not move. The dragon's eyes open up and goes,
Oh, damn it.
and a gust, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, engulfing Cena again,
Cena.
billows over you. I cannot possibly see how Cena is going to survive this. Make your con save, buddy. $37.
Oh.
16.
Con save you need is 14.
So how much damage?
37. You take 18.
Sully, as he keeps trying to strike at this thing, he gets hit with a full wave of this horrifying musk and poisonous, and as he tries to strike at this thing again, he just falls forward onto the spear and then just kind of crumples down at this in front of this thing.
And Sully is down.
Oh God.
The vines disappear. The creature is too weak to get its terrain to follow its will. Ha-Kapella, Sully is down. Your turn.
Ha-Kapella hears Sully go down, and she comes out from where she was hiding, and she sees before her a dragon who's down, who's weak. She sees Sully with all the arms of Saltivana on him down, and Cena, Lona's beloved, down as well. And she knows that every moment counts, so she has to choose one of them to save. And Ha-Kapella has to. Ha-Kapella says that through tears, she's crying out. She says, "Heal, Sully, heal. 4 plus 3 is 7. Heal. Get back up. You get back up right now, or else I'm chasing you in the dead. And that's her bonus action.
Come on, you do anything else?
She's gonna get her longbow still. Yeah, she's too scared to go near it. And she just steps a little bit forward to get better range.
Okay.
And just goes.
At advantage.
At advantage, so
It's prone.
was 17 plus 7,
Okay.
so that's a hit. That's
Get him.
Yeah.
D8.
Get him.
All right. 2 plus
Plus 2.
plus 2. Yes, thank you. 4. And then the second one.
Come on.
12, 13, 14, 15, 18.
18,
Hit.
just barely.
It hits. 5. So she's walking closer and just going 5.
It had 2 hit points left.
Oh.
Get out of here!
She's like, coral,
Ha-Kapella, kill the dragon!
And then Bok is like there going in the back.
And it lifts up his neck just because
She
after
wants the last one.
The breath, yeah.
She looks it dead in the eye,
Yeah.
and she like goes for its right eye.
And the dragon takes it in the eye and slumps lifeless in front of Sully, who is weak but alive.
Ha-Kapella is in so much adrenaline, and she goes to Sully first, and she slaps Sully in the face. Get up right now! Take care of the dragon! And she looks over at Cena, and with like her very last spell slot, she doesn't know if it will work, but she goes, heal, Cena! Cena, heal! 2 plus 3? 5?
And she doesn't move.
Heal, Cena! Okay. Ha-Kapella, she knows that Sully is a fighter, and she can see that Sully is moving and very weak, so she leaves Sully and goes to Cena and starts checking her vitals to see if the healing word will work.
Okay, thank you. Meanwhile, Lona, what are you doing, buddy?
Lona has retrieved the helmet from off the pillar, and also the
Bracers.
braces, and then comes out to see.
No.
And he sees a slain dragon, and we did it. And then he couldn't see anyone else because the dragon is in the way, and then runs over. Guys, hello? And sees Sully. And then sees Cena, and he just drops to his knees.
What Lona can see is probably Ha-Kapella holding Cena's head up to try and wake her, and she's checking for a pulse and can't feel anything. And she's panicked and she's looking at Lona, and she sees Lona's broken heart, and she can't help but just feel super sorry and disappointed that she couldn't save Cena.
Sully has like got 7 hit points, but I think he feels like his skin's on fire and his ribs are like cracked, and he's lying down. He's breathing, but he's literally he's just lying face to face with this green dragon, and they're just staring at each other. It's got one arrow through its eye, but he can't even pull himself up, and so he's just just in this death stare with this dragon, and he can't even bring himself to stand up. He knows that something awful is happening around him, but he can't even push himself up right now.
Cena took way too much, just a cataclysmic amount of damage from from that final 37 hit points worth of breath weapon. There's no possible way that she could survive.
Lona's body's like entirely numb, and all he can hear was the clanging of the helmet as it hit, and it's like now a deafening ring in his ear as everything else melts away, and he can't even bear the thought of walking up to even be near her, because he knows what's happened. He looks over to Sully and he sees just pushes the last parts of the arms of Sultavana towards him.
As the helmet sort of like rolls towards Sully and the braces are there, Sully just feels like his body's just on utter collapse. But there's like this intention that is just like flowing through him, and his arm is just reaching out for the helmet. And he kind of just even like looks at his hand, like grabbing towards it, and he doesn't know how he's doing it, but he's just like reaching his hand on the helmet, and then he's just like kind of like cradling his head into it, and then like just like feeling like almost like renewed, but this feeling doesn't feel familiar. And then the helmet's on, and then he knows that the braces are right there, and so he starts to like crawl towards them.
Your father comes out, sees the dragon first. I mean, the thing that takes everyone's attention first. As a lover of dragons, his whole life as an admirer and being in awe of them, he sees that first, and his jaws slack, and then he surveys everyone else and sees that that Sina is dead. He didn't know Sina, but he does see his son. And so he goes over to you, and you're beaten and battered. You've got lesions and blisters all over your skin where this vapor hit you twice, and you survived. You know, even the arms of Sultavana, even as imperishable as they seem to be, they have like a corrosion on them. So he comes over to you and just kind of falls on you and holds you tight, and it's kind of an unleashing of tension as he just can't control the tears and the sobbing. Doesn't even try to say any words, but it stops you from moving towards the bracers as he holds you.
Ha-Kapella looks back with all the kerfuffle from Sully's dad. She puts Sina down. She closes Sina's eyes respectfully and crosses her arms like it's a traditional Aratai burial, or way of respecting the dead. And she just puts Sina's hands over top of her heart. She gets back up, looks at Lona, just heads over his direction, and as she goes past Lona, she just gives him a pat and says, I'm sorry. I tried to save her, because she wouldn't come back. I wish Tnemrot was here. Maybe she could have done something. And Ha-Kapella takes her hand off of Lona's back and walks past to leave them alone, and starts heading into the vault to see if there's anything else in there.
Okay. I think that's a good place to finish that scene, unless there's anything, Lona, that you want to do.
Yeah, Lona slowly walks towards Sina's body. puts his arm under her head and just it started with one tear rolling down, and then he just couldn't stop them from coming, so he just lets it. And under his breath he just says, really sorry. Really sorry.
Okay, so the camera follows Ha-Kapella into the dragon's vault, and unlike the legends of piles of gold, this instead has statues, works of art. There are some chests, no doubt, but it's more like a gallery than just a pile of gold. Without going into everything that's in there, because I don't think that's as important to our story, suffice it to say, thousands upon thousands of gold pieces worth of treasure in this, ranging from suits of armor through to books, through to statues of silver. There's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Ha-Kapella looks at all of it, and she usually gets excited by loot, but she looks at all of it and just kind of disgusted by it. She knows that.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, she knows that this was all taken from towns and cities, probably with a lot of cultural value and, so much history that's lost. And it's just here in a dragon's lair for selfish reasons. And she looks at everything, and because we've already gotten what we were here for, she doesn't take it. She just doesn't see anything of value. Well, anything enchanted that could help them, possibly. It's just pretty things to look at. And she walks back out and closes the vault. So,
and our camera then goes to Sully, the bracers. Your father's hugging you, but the bracers are less than a meter away.
Sully kind of rests a hand on his father's shoulder and just kind of gently holds him there, and then pushes him off, and he still gently, but then he just needs to crawl a little bit closer, and he's using his elbows, he's planting his knees on the ground as he just tries to cover the last little bit of ground, just to lay hands on the braces. They're right there. He's so close.
And then they're in your hands.
And with almost trembling trepidation, he starts trying to fasten them to his arms.
Sully? How are you feeling, buddy?
So good, Ha-Kapella. Real good.
Good? You look terrible.
Terrible? I don't feel terrible. I
Okay.
don't feel terrible. I don't feel terrible at all.
Well, at least we got the helmet and the braces.
His arms are almost not working properly, so he's just using his teeth to just pull belts into place and and just getting them to cooperate, and then
Ha-Kapella,
just fastening clasps, and then
yeah, Ha-Kapella, I guess, goes over and tries to help and touch the bracers.
it's all right.
Okay.
I forgot it.
No, I could just help you a little
You
bit.
don't need to. I'm plenty capable on my own.
And a thrill of power. All 7 items united go courses through your body. There is no doubt that you need no one. That you are the one. We did it. I did it.
Sully, we need some rest. We need to leave before the dragon comes back. Lona, let's. Do you want to carry her?
Yeah.
Maybe Sully can help. Sully, can you help us carry Cena?
Of course.
There's a difference in Sully's eyes.
Ha-Kapella sees it.
Lona doesn't notice it at first because he's trying to grab Cena, and as he turns around, he sees Ha-Kapella looking at Sully weirdly. And he sees Sully's eyes. Are you okay?
For the first time, Lona, I do feel okay.
You don't sound like yourself, Sully.
Sully, you really need to rest. You look like you could fall down at any moment right now. Come on, buddy.
Sully pushes himself to his feet.
Oh.
We did it.
Yes,
Yeah. We lost Cena.
we did.
Lona, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We lost a lot in the course of this moment to get here. I'm truly sorry for her sacrifice, Lona. But now, we never need to worry about anything ever again.
And with that, we will finish the episode. Wonderful.
T20 at you.
Holy shit, the teaching. Wow.
Or that scene from Midsommar.
yeah.
There's like,
They gave me chills. I need therapy after this. All right.
So why are you here, Bonnie? Well, I just lost my D&D girlfriend. It was a tragic loss.
Attacked dragon.
Oh.
Everything happened all at once.
Heck
Oh.
That was brilliant, guys. All 3 of you, in your own way, really amazing. Hey, thank you.
Oh.
Hey,
Even getting attacked by a spider.
Yeah, far out.
That is attention.
That was the scariest part.
and with that, we finish the 3rd act. Which we called the act, the fall of Sully. No. The rise of Sully.
Sultavana. Oh.
Sullivana.
Hey, anyway, that was the end of our 3rd act.
Wow.
Thank you so much for joining us. And look, it's been a really fun 3rd act, but it's time for us to.
Oh my
We
god.
call it the good, the bad, the dead.
Look, I think as a mark of all that has transpired, the finish of a story arc, the fighting of your first dragon and surviving. Why don't we put you up to level 9?
Let's go.
It was only 3 or 4 weeks ago that you went up to level 8, but I think,
But the accelerated growth, because
Come on, don't-
we've taken down Mortain, a super lich, and
That's true.
we were due a few levels.
Come on, we just had a dragon, and we went traveling for these legendary arms of
Yeah.
Saltavana,
We
like
just pulled off the feat of collecting 7.
7 items that were scattered, and also not might I say it would have been deemed impossible. It is deemed impossible, but we did
The
it.
cost, though.
Yeah. It's extreme. Extreme.
We've lost lots.
Svella, Uraheim,
Oh, God.
Cena.
Everybody.
Rom is delirious upstairs.
Yeah.
Well,
Tnemrot it was taken away from us as well.
I'm hoping we don't get there and Rom already got eaten by that. Just sitting there.
Just 2 feet.
Pool of green.
Hey,
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Look, if you're new to our channel, please do hit us with a follow. Hit us with a subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, same thing. Hit us with a subscribe. We'd love it. That's how the channel works. Share it with others. If you're watching this, please leave comments, like, share, because that helps the algorithm to pass it on to others.
woo!
And we'd also like to say thanks to our Patreons.
Yeah, baby. Patreons. I love yous. This week, guess what? You guys are getting, if you missed it earlier, you are getting a giant, and I mean massive, like bigger than this dragon, massive lore dump. All right? So, well, I'm thinking.
You're hoping.
Dragon treasure size.
Yeah, but also remember that you will also get a discount, that's the word,
Discount.
on our merchandise.
Check it out.
Thank you. And so we've got, as we've shown you before, we've got cool t-shirts
Woo.
of various designs, various designs, and hoodies. We know that for the Northern Hemisphere it's getting colder, so there's a number of hoodie designs there.
Hoodies on.
Yeah, so please head to our shop. That would be great. That we think you'll like that, and of course it supports us.
You're going to love it.
And in terms of our sponsors,
Yeah, we have got 9 Realms supporting us today with some beautiful, delicious looking D&D paraphernalia. We have got warrior vaults, we've got dice towers, we've got them in all kinds of different wood. This one is walnut. Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Walnuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine's tiger wood.
Oh, we've got some tiger wood. We've got some
Cherry.
cherry.
What's yours?
My one, if you want some literary knowledge on D&D, then head to BD&D. Grab some books from there. You learn a lot when you dive into their plethora of volumes of books. You also find yourself
Some dice. If you go into the website and you look, there's like 20, more than 22 probably now, pages of dice. And that's where I got my most recent new set of dice for my new character coming up soon. So, yeah, go ahead.
dice
some
right
dice.
into it.
What else can we get?
We can also grab,
Magic the Gathering cards. Oh, baby.
and also board games as well galore. So the more fun, the merrier. So get amongst it. Thanks to BD&D.
and they have a discount code,
Yes, they do.
Dice Legends.
Hold up.
And we've got a challenge for a $50 gift voucher
D&D.
for B&D&D. Now,
$50.
All right,
the reason
what
is this. Next week, we're starting a mini-series. And the cast members of that mini-series will introduce the guests in a moment, but we have Raylene
Hello.
and Ronnie.
Wow.
But
Hello,
we do not have Truby or Monique.
Oh,
So your challenge, it's not a challenge. This is an everyone can participate. We would just like you, because this is the last episode that Truby or Monique, we hoped that Monique was going to be here today, but circumstances, unfortunately, beyond any of our control have meant that she hasn't been able to be here, and we really miss her. So,
She's looking after herself.
yeah, indeed. It's so.
Love you, Monique.
So if you could just put a message to Truby or Monique in the chat. That's all you have to do.
go on.
That's all you need to do. A message to Truby or Monique in the chat.
Oh, I'll do
and the moderators, I think Faye's still here.
Faye's here. Hi,
Faye,
Faye.
Faye,
Shut
and
Faye.
it doesn't have to be smart. It doesn't have to be funny. It doesn't have to be soppy. It just needs to be something.
From the heart.
Just a message to Truby or Monique or both of them. That's all. And then at the end of the credits, Faye will choose someone. And it's not going to be based on any kind of. This isn't a talent competition, right?
Nope.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Yeah, so that's what we want to do.
Already got
Now,
some messages.
while we're here, we want to just say thank you to our moderators. Thank you to our moderators, and thank you to our crew. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Declan.
Yes.
Great job as always.
Shot team.
Shot Jason,
now-
shot the clean.
We want to talk to you quickly about the guests that we have coming up for our mini-series.
Whoop.
So we've got 4 incredible guests. We have 2 cast members from the One for All
No.
YouTube series, which is hilarious. We got Robert Hartley,
Woo!
GM, and we've got Mindari. And
Mindari, let's go.
those of you that watch One for All, please watch them now. You'll see that the woman Fall, who plays Nixie, the pink tiefling, is our first guest. She is amazing.
She is beautiful.
The guest lineup looks
love her.
really great.
Super cool.
Yo.
We're not going to tell you what kind of character she's going to play, but I tell you what, it is awesome.
It's litty.
Ow.
It's litty.
And then our second one is the wonderful Thomas, or Forgeling,
Oh.
who is going to be playing in our second one, and he plays the Bard in One for All. I always say Atreus. I always mix the name up. I'm so sorry, but he is amazing, and his character is super fun as well. And then we have Robert Hartley, GM,
Hey-o.
and
Classic.
then Mindari is going to be our
favorite.
That's it. So with that, if you could play the trailer and then the credits.
Amidst the wreckage and recovery from war, a new secret war begins in the alleys, docks, gambling pits, and sewers of Aratai. A war of assassins, smugglers, crime lords for the underbelly of the city. Caught in this struggle, a bounty hunter and a thief for hire find themselves entrusted with the protection and life of a very special child. This is a story from the shadows of Aratai.